flipping around. You taking my time, I kick a car. I tell you something. Oh no! I killed my friend.
Looking for manga and anime collectibles? We have manga, toy, anime collectibles, complete collections, and so much more at Ultimate Comics.
Welcome to Ultimate Comics. We're the biggest shop in North Carolina, which makes us your pop culture destination. We have everything from Funko Pops to sideshow collectibles, Hot Toys, graphic novels and manga, a whole room dedicated to back issues filled with keys, and a giant wall filled with new comics. So come on down and see all your friends at your friendly neighborhood Ultimate Comics.
Flipping around.
We have 3 shows a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on our Facebook page. We have key issues, sets, new books, hot variants, and I mean, we do special events all the time. We just had Tankers #1 signed by Rob Venditti available on the show, and we're actually getting those shipped out right now. We're a little bit behind schedule. How are you coming along with that, Rob? We gotta get these out.
I'm going as fast as I can. Doing covers now? What the fuck? I love it.
Hey kids, want to hear about the best comic book show on YouTube? It's What to Pick Up This Week! starring Harrison and Sienna from Ultimate Comics. Find out what books to grab each week, from the best stories to the hottest covers, and never be alone again.
But the first appearance this week, you were like,
Black Suit.
yeah, what?
Yeah.
So what's coming out this week? Marvel Comics.
Marvel
Big
Comics.
new
Let's
release.
start. Yeah.
And they're also doing really cool 1 in 50 symbiote blanks.
Flipping through it, and the art looks phenomenal.
Everyone's gonna be after this. I'm sure it's gonna be double, triple ratio.
So nice.
Yeah, that's him writing it. He had the obviously really long-running Flash Rebirth series. James Herron does the Ultra Mega cover, and Tilly Walden and Charlie Adler both do Walking Dead covers.
It captures everything that I love about Superman, like that wish fulfillment, that hopefulness. It's fantastic.
You want photos or you want to kill him?
I want a shot. Some people want that.
Little Francis Yu does a 1 in 25, and Pepe Larraz does that real sweet 1 in 50. So a lot of really.
You have options.
Number 1.
Both covers.
Well, it's gonna have a lower.
1 in 25
It's
insanely
gonna have a lower print run.
to do a really beautiful 1 in 25.
No one's gonna want that. Though.
No, J. Scott Campbell.
J. Scott Campbell. Chewie is just like chucking Dingo.
A good horror book,
Yeah.
which this is horror as well, and has to do with the legend of the Bunny Mask.
You get a gorgeous Peach Momoko aforementioned Scarlet Witch cover. Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti. It is the Moon Knight exclusive by Joe Gisco.
Hey, please let us host the Eisners next year.
Rick and Morty comics. Like Die, like you.
1 in 50. Yes.
Oh,
yeah. That's a good. Now that's a look.
Now that's a
With
look.
the ears.
That's a look. All right.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you next week.
Just got.
Mamo? Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo. Mamo.
I wear my sunglasses anytime I
Boy. Boy.
Berserker, Boom Studios.
Mr. Hybrid, I smell your hybrid. Mr. Hybrid, wandering down the avenue, swinging a cane, feeling no pain. Mr. Hybrid, I smell you.
can I say? I'm Kid Country! Yeah!
We're live.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Thursday Night Live show. It is me, Zach, back again. Can't ever get tired of seeing my old face. Can't ever get tired of standing in front of this beautiful camera, which represents all your beautiful faces. If it's your first time watching the live show, we're going to go through something real quick. In the pinned comment in chat or in the description of the show, there's a claim form. Please fill that out. That lets us know where we're sending your books to and how you're paying for them. That's pretty important. As far as shipping goes, it is $8 flat rate shipping across the continental U.S. So, sorry, Hawaii, Fiji, Cuba.
The one time we had to Hawaii.
Yeah, all that stuff. Sorry, y'all. And then, of course, if you live locally here in the Triangle area or down in Fayetteville near Fort Bragg, you can always do pickup in one of our local locations for absolutely free. As far as claims go, I'm going to put up books on all of these spaces in the chat. Make sure when you claim a book, you put the letter and a description. So if I have a Batman book on D, write D Batman. Just makes it easier for us. Sometimes we're taking a book off, and if you just say D, we're going to think you're wanting the new book instead of that one we just pulled off that you're looking for. And then as far as who gets the claim, it is based on who comes in first on our side. We do stream on both Facebook and YouTube, so there's two separate chats. You can't see both of them at the same time. So we see both of them on our side, so just trust us. When we say someone got in first, they did.
I got it.
And that is it for the intro. Welcome to the Thursday show, and I think it's about time we get started.
Yeah, happy Thursday,
Happy
Joe.
Thursday.
Aaron says, hey, Zachary. James says, hi, Zach.
Hi, y'all.
Robert says, what's up, new guy?
I'll still take new guy. I think we're officially a month of me hosting the show now. I think
so.
I mean, the first one was kind of partial hosting, so 3 weeks of full-on hosting the show, a month of technically being the host on the show. So I think this is the official threshold where, at least I don't consider myself the new guy, but hey, I mean, I'm not really the one watching and judging, so that's up to you, I guess.
Oh, he said he just saw you on Tuesday, I think, for the first time.
Oh, okay, so I'm new to you then. That's perfectly fine. That is acceptable. But yeah, welcome. First book up for the night. Let's do this one. I love this cover. It is Amazing Spider-Man 88 in very good condition for $25. Absolutely amazing combo with Lee and Romita on this book. And then got a great cover with the arms of Dr. Octopus taking on Spider-Man solo.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's no Doc Ock. It's just his arms.
That's incredible.
Oh, yeah, no. I love it. It reminds me of... I was just talking about the animated series earlier, but the 90s animated Spider-Man series where there was an issue where the episode where Dr. Octopus was brain controlling Spider-Man, and this little girl that Spider-Man had visited because she was sick had to help him. It was really, really good episode, but I remember that because it also had the tentacles roaming around without the Doctor himself.
John Penta's picking up that ASM.
Alrighty. Take that down. Get up some new books. I won't gab as much, trying to get the board filled for y'all. Going on A to replace that Spidey is going to be Vengeance of Vampirella number 6. Very fine plus condition for $5 with a lovely Adam Hughes cover.
Robert, I'm not sure which Doom cover you're referring to, but if it's new this week, we're not going to have it tonight. This is going to be all older stuff.
Yeah, but if you want to send a message to the live show account, we can always keep an eye out for any covers or newer books that you're looking out for. Going on B, we have Deathstroke number 55. Very fine endearment condition for $8. This might be Deathstroke on the cover, but with that blue mask, I want to say it's one of his sons. It might be Jericho or something like that.
Wow.
But that is going on B.
Henry's picking up Vampirella on A.
Alrighty. Replacing that on A is going to be Spider-Man Friends and Enemies number 3. You got a great cover by Ron Lim right there with Spidey, Nova, and who else is on there? We got Speedball and I think that's Darkhawk up there, but he doesn't have his wings on. Once again, that is in near mint condition for $5 on A.
Oh no!
Huh?
Willie says evening all. Sorry I missed Tuesday. I got the vid.
Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm hoping you're feeling better. I got it a couple months ago, and it was one of those. I got lucky because it was one of those things where I felt the symptoms for like one day, and then the rest of it was just waiting for a negative result, which is kind of torture in its own way, but not nearly as bad as having symptoms. Because God, that one day was god awful. Going on C now, we have Batman 625. Batman Detective Comics 625. This is in very fine and near mint condition for $5. Absolutely great cover there. It's not Tim Sale, but it looks very close. I'm trying to figure out who it is specifically. There's no signature on there.
Detective, sorry, what number?
625, if you want to double check. And then this Detective Comics is also going to be your first appearance of Abattoir, who is, according to this description, a man who believed he could absorb the life force of those he killed, including that of his own family. Little dark, that last bit of the sentence. Kind of reminds me of a more morbid Six-Pack, where Six-Pack's the guy in DC Comics who gets so drunk he thinks he's a superhero. So, like, he'll hallucinate that he's beating up muggers or whatever, and then in real life he's just, like, hitting an old woman over the head with a whiskey bottle or something.
Michael Golden's the cover artist on that Detective.
Cool, thank you. Beautiful Michael Golden cover there. On D, we are going to be placing the Mighty Thor, number 425. This is in very fine condition for $8. Going to take this sticky note off because I want to show that cover. It's absolutely phenomenal. Very clearly inspired by, like, the Kirby era of covers. That is going on D.
Hey Christian, welcome.
Welcome, Christian.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're at least feeling better, because it's the first day. It doesn't feel like he's dying.
Okay, well, you know what? That is good. I'm glad you're feeling better then. Hopefully, I'm hoping for you it's the end of the symptoms, and now you just kind of have to wait until you test negative again.
Robert, though, doing the intro, that's the frame variant, I believe, which is one of our exclusives. So if that's the one, just message us. We can get it added to your invoice for sure.
Absolutely. Excuse me. On E, we talked about these last Thursday. I had a couple up on Tuesday. We found some more. So this is another one of the DC Hanna-Barbera crossover books. This one specifically is going to be Adam Strange meets Future Quest. Got Adam Strange right there saving, I think his name's Johnny Quest. I can't remember Johnny Quest's friend's name. Aji. Saving both of them from some dinosaurs. That is going on E. So if you're either into, Adam Strange with Strange Adventures or anything like that, or if you're once again just into Hanna-Barbera Future Quest, that's going to be a perfect book for you. All of those are so well written. And it's got a bonus story with Top Cat. Going on F, we got Venom Dark Origin #1. This is in near mint condition for $10. Absolutely great cover in the sewers there with Spider-Man crawling down, facing off against Venom in the sewers. Going on F.
All right. We'll keep an eye out for Robin's, Guardians, Thanos. If you see any by chance.
Yeah, I know we ran some Guardians books on Tuesday, but I'll definitely keep an eye out. I think today I'll also probably pick through, we got some boxes of extra stuff down here. I might take a second to flip through those at some point.
And then Aaron's picking up the Adam Strange Johnny Quest on E.
Alright, I actually got a couple of those, so if anyone else is interested in that Adam Strange or Future Quest, let us know. Going on G now, I have Moon Knight 1 through 4. This is going to be from the Munch series. All in near mint condition. Issues 1 through 4 are going to be $45 down there on G. I'll show you the covers real quick. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, Moon Knight with some aliens.
Yeah. That's, nothing better than melding your supernatural interests with aliens, or who knows, maybe they're one and the same.
Robert's saying that Top Cat is a pimp in that DC universe.
Yeah. Kind of was.
Yeah, I was like, I remember, because he was a backup story in I think a few of them.
Yeah.
I remember seeing glimpses of it, yeah.
Yeah, it was like all the Hanna-Barbera crossovers had like a bonus story, and each bonus story had like 3 parts split across the various crossover ones or something like that.
David Fitz is taking one of those feature quests.
Alrighty, sweet, sweet, sweet. Still got a couple more of those.
I know a couple of them had Secret Squirrel backup stories.
Oh yeah, I love me some Secret Squirrel. Going on H, I got Scarlet Witch #1. Love Scarlet Witch. Not the biggest fan of this costume design, but it's pretty short-lived, so that's still kind of just interesting in its own right for, you know, being a short-lived Scarlet Witch costume where her costume really doesn't change too much, so it's something drastic like this. Pretty neat. And then to finally fill out the board, let's do... On I, we're going to put Action Comics issue 608. This is in very fine near mint condition. Got a great Smith Green Lantern cover there. I know, on Action Comics, right? Weird, but there he is. And let's see. I make a little game. They have a little box that has all the like guest starring characters for this issue. I always check to see how low Superman is. And he's #4 on here. So, well, if you count Green Lantern as #1. But that is going on I.
Willie is saying looks more like Disco Witch than Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, it's so strange looking. I'm gonna take, now that my stack's a little low, got the board filled, I'm gonna take a quick look down here, see if there's anything.
Jeremy's reminding us that we still need to find some more issues of the first series of Moon Knight for him. We're keeping an eye out.
Yeah, we're keeping an eye out. I don't have any first series Moon Knight down here, but there's a good chunk of Werewolf by Night down here if anyone's interested in me pulling some Werewolf by Night. And what was that list we got earlier? I knew it was Guardians, Thanos,
and Robin.
And
then here's the link to that Doctor Doom cover. In case, because I'm pretty sure that's the one you're talking about. Just let us know. We can add that to your invoice. Or, I mean, any of our exclusives if you're interested. You got some... Robert says, yes, werewolf for me, so you got some support on that.
I'll pull some of those down here.
What number is the action on I? You're looking at
608.
Oh, I didn't even have to get up.
Yeah, see, I'm getting on top of it, y'all. I'm getting on top of it. I know what I'm doing now. Oh. See, I'm taking my time to find some stuff for y'all, so I hope y'all enjoy what I pull up from here, because it's some good stuff down here.
Yeah, absolutely, Robert. Just go ahead and just message us instead of purchasing it through the website. That way we're not, you're not paying shipping through them. Same price, it's just you'll get it through the live show.
This one.
Do you know what the Venom is on F without looking?
The Venom on F is Venom Dark Origins #1 for $10 near mint condition.
Dang.
Ooh. See, you're gonna ask me about something in like 10 minutes and it's gonna be gone. all of my like brain power will be gone by that point. Alright. Look through those bottom boxes for some stuff for y'all. So let's go ahead and replace. I think the Deathstroke's technically been there the longest now.
Because we cycled a few on A.
Yeah, we cycled a few on A before I could even get to C. So since we got this request in first, I'm going to do this first. This is Guardians of the Galaxy #1. This is going to be from the 1990 series in very fine condition for $15. Got that old school crew on there led by Yondu himself. This is going to be your first team appearance of the new Guardians of the Galaxy. First appearance of Taserface, everyone's favorite joke from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And then first appearance of the Stark. Not Tony Stark, just the Stark.
What's on G?
G, that is going to be Moon Knight #1 through 4 of the Munch Run. All of those are in near mint condition for $45 for that 4-issue set. Now I think technically A is going to appear the longest.
I think so.
Take that down. Replacing that in another one of those requests I got when I was down there. This would be Werewolf by Night, issue 30, in very fine condition for $25. I picked this one out of there because I just absolutely love this cover of Werewolf by Night holding a woman while the moon's in the background, and it also has a skull in it. I mean, what else do you want? That is a great cover for $25 on A.
The second most intimidating moon behind Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I don't know what's scarier, a skull moon or a moon that has a eerie smile and yellow bloodshot eyes.
You got a combo.
Alright, hit me.
You do B and G together, the Guardians and Moon Knight for $50.
Yeah, I can do those together for $50.
Alright, those are going to Dave Kirkby.
Cool beans. I got some more spaces to fill. I found another Guardians book, so I'm going to put that one up as well. I'll put this one on B. This is going to be... Oh, wait, no. I should put this one on G, so I don't get you confused. This is going to be Marvel Presents Guardians of the Galaxy. So Marvel Presents Issue 9 featuring Guardians of the Galaxy. Very fine plus condition for $15. Going on G. Got Starhawk on there, front and center, leaping into action. And then on B... Let's do Batman, Death of Innocence, The Horror of Landmines.
I saw this on the table, and that's what got me laughing, because I love this book.
Yeah, it's... Whew, is this a rough subject, but, God. And also this cover. Near mint condition for $5. I want to say it's a Liefeld cover. It looks Liefeld-ish with how many lines are in Batman's
I'd have
face.
to check. I don't think so, but I have to check.
Double check.
But it's a government,
It's a PSA. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's kind of same time period and in line with, the Princess Diana thing of, going out and, deactivating minefields and stuff.
Robert, no one took the werewolf yet.
Yeah, Werewolf's still up on A.
Double checking. He has an offer. I just want to try to miss a comment real quick. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't look like there was a claim. He wants to know if you do it for 15, you give it at 25.
I can do it for 18. Bump it up $3 more for me. It's all yours. Probably can replace this detective. Oh, I gotta get my phone out so I can actually know what time it is, so I know when to put out these fantastic preview books for y'all. Which, it's been enough time. We got so much to get through tonight. Oh my god, so many books back here.
Yeah, I loaded you with some books and then found some more, so...
Yeah, so let me see what I want to start with over here.
Alright, 18 works.
Cool beans. I think I'm going to do this, because I only have the full set coming up later, but I think this would be a good one to start off the night with. So, going up on A, since it's available, this is going to be Devil Dinosaur #1 from Marvel Comics in very fine condition for $50. This is, of course, going to be your first appearance of Devil Dinosaur and your first appearance of Moon Boy. Anyone? Okay, so real quick in chat, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow is when Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur comes out. Who's excited for it? Because I know I am. A, new Marvel stuff. B, I love animated stuff. I especially have been liking a lot of Disney animated stuff recently. Rewatched through all of the the newer DuckTales series that they did a few years ago. Yes. Amphibia, Owl House, all those are really good. It's so good. So I'm really excited to see Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur. I'm really confident in their ability to make that a really good series.
Yeah, I thought it was... I knew I was going to watch it because it was a Marvel thing, but I wasn't super excited. I was just kind of oh, it'll just be a new thing to watch.
Just a new thing.
But then you showed me that video and I was like, oh, this is Spider-Verse style animation. This is really cool.
Yeah, if you haven't seen anything from the show yet, after the live show, don't leave the live show to go look at this, but after the live show or before it gets on Disney tomorrow. Go on YouTube. They released a sneak peek like clip of the first episode. It looks absolutely phenomenal. So if you're on the fence, I'd say watch that. That will kind of tell you, should I watch it or should I just kind of leave it to the side? But going on C to fill up the slot real quick, this is going to be Iron Man issues 249 and 250 in very fine condition. This is $20 for the set, and it is a 2-part Michelin story. And obviously has both Iron Man and Dr. Doom. And this back cover, which also has the sticky note inside the backing board, is Dr. Doom, Iron Man with what I assume is trying to be Excalibur, and then a wizard who I would assume would then be Merlin.
Not on the book, just on the bagging board inside of the
Yeah, it's not on the book.
Clarify.
Yeah, no. The 2 books are bagged and boarded inside a bag and board, and the sticky note is inside the outside bag. It's confusing. I'm sorry, but it's not touching the book. There's no adhesive on your book. Don't you worry about it. But that is going on C.
Joe, I don't have access to our online sales from this computer. What'd you buy? Sounds like he said. Did you see what I get? And he says it's a set. So I'm just curious.
Oh yeah, I'm curious what set you got.
So what George wants to know, what is the Batman on B? And then James responded, not a Batman you want to share with your kids.
Yes, so that is Batman Death of the Innocents. Not innocence as in like a child is innocent, as in innocence as in multiple people who are innocent.
Who also are a child.
Yeah, it's weird. That was the bad way to explain it. But it's innocence with a T. That's a better way to explain it. Innocence with a T. The Horror of Landmines. It's a government PSA book that DC released at some point, I believe in the 90s.
96.
96. Near mint condition for $5 there.
It's not saying the cover artist just on My Comic Shop, but written by Dennis O'Neil, illustrated by Joe Stanton and Bill Sienkiewicz.
Oh, nice. You got Sienkiewicz and O'Neil. That's a pretty good lineup. I mean, not the happiest the source material for them to be working together on, but it's still a good lineup.
It is, yeah, it's definitely it's a heavy book. There's definitely a lot of grief, but it is a good single issue as well.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take down this Thor on D, and let's replace it with a Daredevil. This is me, Daredevil issue 266 in very fine condition for $8 with a great John Romita Jr. cover. And then also you have Ann Nesenti also working on this one. But yeah, great John Romita Jr. cover there on D for Daredevil.
So George Hutchins had the same reaction that I had when I heard that book exists. I gotta get it without explanation.
Alrighty. So pulling that off B then? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, you are correct.
Cool.
Get that nice government PSA in the back.
Oh yeah. Gotta find yes. Absolutely this one. Going on B, this is going to be Ghosts, issue 26 from DC Comics. This is in a very fine condition for $15, and has this absolutely great Nick Cardy cover of a skeleton doctor about to give some bad news to the girl in the background who's checking on her I think... It doesn't even say. I think that's supposed to be like her boyfriend or fiance who's not looking so good since the body bag's coming out. But that is going on B.
Now, what is Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur? Is it a kid's book?
It's kind of... The books themselves are definitely written for like an all ages demographic. So like you don't need to be a kid to enjoy it, but it's definitely written so that a kid can read it. But it is really good writing. I mean, if you just want to see kind of like one of those books where, even though it's a superhero story, it definitely focuses more on like the science end of things and trying to figure out like
she's
the
very
science.
much a STEM kid.
Yeah, very much like almost like classic Reed Richards trying to like science his way out of stuff versus just instantly starting to punch it.
E.
Yeah.
You still have a few copies, or at least one copy?
Yeah, we do have a couple copies of the Adam Strange. So if you want it, let us know. And of course, we'll get back to it at Last Looks at the end of the show. And for those who don't know about Last Looks is at the end, well, like I said, at the end of the show, last 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so, we go through every single book that hasn't sold throughout the night, put it back up one last time, get you one last chance to either try and buy it outright, you missed out on an opportunity of a lifetime, or if you want to put in any last minute offers. Going on E to replace that Adam Strange Future Quest is going to be Avengers issue 30. This is in very good minus condition for $25. I'm going to take off the sticky so you can see this cover. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm like 90% sure that is Kirby. I want to say.
Find out. It looks like it.
Yeah. With the way everyone's jawline is so rigid, I want to say that's Kirby. That is very good minus
Kirby,
condition
yep.
on 25. Sweet. So yeah, Kirby cover.
Yeah, I mean, just a couple issues after Hank Pym becomes Goliath.
Yeah, when I saw it at first, I was like, because the cover's very similar, I was like, is this the first appearance of Goliath? And I was, nope, mistaken. Take down this Venom on F. And in its spot, let's do Werewolf by Night issue 43. This is in very fine minus condition for 25, or sorry, just $20, not 25. $20 with a team up between Werewolf by Night and Iron Man on the cover there as they take on some weird lizard guy who isn't the lizard. He's like albino lizard.
He's like the gray lizard. You got the gray Hulk.
Gray lizard.
Gray lizard. H.
Yeah.
I love how just that side of the board, A and E, are both Kirby.
Oh yeah.
Kirby covers.
The man, the myth, the king. I think one of my favorite Kirby stories I was ever told was in my comic book class back in college, where my professor told us a story about how when he was still working in like the Eisner sweatshop style comic book like industry thing, one day some mobsters came in trying to like get some like protection money, and then like a young 20-something Kirby just went up to his boss and said like, rolled up his sleeves and like, I'll be right back, and then just went outside and chased after the mobsters to like just scream at them.
Jeez.
That's my favorite Kirby story I've ever heard.
That's amazing.
Going on H now, let's do Detective Comics issue 649. This is in near mint condition for $8. Got a great cover by Wagner on there of Batman and Robin sitting on the rooftop just patrolling, waiting for the next thing to happen.
That is a really nice. I love the cape action.
Oh yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, no, that one's really great.
The Werewolf by Night on F is issue number
43.
Just trying to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, thank you.
James is asking you if you're ready for the Valentine's Day show.
Oh yeah, we are definitely ready. We are going to be posting our preview image or preview post about that, I think later tonight or early tomorrow.
It's scheduled to go out at like 10:30. I think.
All right,
10:45.
But yeah, we are super excited for the Valentine's Day show. Already got a stack of stuff lined up for y'all, and then of course, we'll take some time over the weekend to get some more things that aren't, preview books, but still some good stuff to put out for y'all.
George is picking this up.
Sweet.
Yeah, honestly, James, the real question is, are you ready for
are you ready for the massive amount of love that we will be giving you, both in the form of great romance comic books, or just from just having a good time celebrating Valentine's Day together here on the live show.
Yeah, James is our big romance book fan.
Oh yeah,
so that's like his favorite show of the year.
Yeah, well then you're gonna be happy because we got a really good stack over in the other room, and of course, like I said, we'll probably be looking for more stuff over the next few days before Tuesday rolls around. Going on H now is going to be Guardians Team Up #1. This is the Scotty Young variant, near mint condition for $15. Got the whole gang plus some of the Avengers all inside one big rocket ride. On H.
He's asking, is my bank account ready?
Never.
I don't know. There's a bit more DC this time. I'll tell you that.
The book that I saw on the top of the stack, without giving any details, I'm excited for because it's got a really phenomenal team on it for a romance book, especially.
This is romance and horror, Valentine's and Halloween.
Ooh, yeah. I'm definitely with you on the horror side. We're gonna do the Halloween show. I'll be hosting it, and it'll be like, I'll put up a book, and I'm claiming it. See y'all later. See you next show.
1 for you, 2 for me.
Exactly. Going on let's do a magic number 1. This is from the Walt Simonson series, near mint condition for $25. Got a great Dirge cover. Oh wait, sorry, Louis Simonson, not Walt Simonson. Louis Simonson doing the story in this one. Going on
That was really good cover.
Yeah, no, every Dirge cover we put up for like the past couple weeks, I've been like, oh, this is like really good. Let's see. Probably can take down C at this point, I think.
Probably. Yeah. Left the Devil Dinosaur say just a tad longer.
Just a tad longer. We still got that full set coming up later, so if you're just looking to get that entire series all in one go, we do have a full collection of Devil Dinosaur later on in the show. Right now, going on C, we have Dark Claw Adventures number 1. This is in very fine near mint condition for $15, and this is of course going to be the the animated universe version of the amalgam between Wolverine and Batman from Amalgam Comics. So if you were like, I love the Amalgam series, and I also love the Batman animated series, this book was especially made just for you.
It's just a great issue.
Let's see.
It's also the only amalgam that got that Bruce Timm animated universe sort of treatment.
Yeah, all the rest of them were just like, they got the one and done. This one got the special treatment with 2 books. What, Daredevil or Guardians on G? I feel like one of those 2 have been up here the longest.
I think Daredevil first.
Ready.
Would you do C for 10? You would 15?
Yeah, I'll do that for 10.
Let's go into Aaron.
Sweet. Going on C to replace that Dark Claw Adventures is going to be... It wasn't one of the preview slabs tonight, but I did show the camera it on Tuesday, and someone was like, hey, why don't you do that on the Thursday show? And I said, we just might. And now we are. This is going to be Thor number 6. This is from the Donny Cates run. It's in a 9.4 condition for $40 here. Got this great wraparound cover. Got this on the front. Got the rest of the zombies in the background. We got Thanos with, I think that's supposed to be the Necro Gauntlet or Necro Sword of the King in Black.
Yep.
And then Mjolnir with the Infinity Stones implanted into it. That is going on C.
And that is a second print, right?
That is a second printing, yes. That is also second printing, Thor number 6.
Couldn't remember if it was second or later. But...
going on D, let's do X23 Target X. This is going to be issue number 4 in very fine near mint condition for $15. Got X23 on the cover there, being surrounded at gunpoint with the lasers by some sort of federal agency. Alright. Alright, got a couple more books for y'all. Let's go ahead and replace probably the Guardians on G at this point. Go ahead and replace that Guardians with Fantastic Four issue 92. This is in fine condition for $25. Got this great Kirby cover of the Thing on a fighting poster with him tearing it right off the wall. Going down there on G. A lot of Kirby on the board tonight. But I can't resist. I can't stop myself.
I mean, it's an appropriate night to have it too.
Yeah.
Robert wants to know if you do that slab on C for 25. Give it 40.
I can do it for probably 33. Probably the lowest I can go on that one.
An odd number.
I know, right?
Keep an eye out for Silver Age Flash.
Alrighty, I'll keep an eye out for you.
I know we've have a box of some of that stuff that's been slowly making its way into those boxes.
Yeah, I know I also ran a couple of them on Tuesday, so hopefully I didn't run through what we had in here.
Deal for 33.
Sweet.
Do you have a the back's on the other side?
Taking a look real quick, see if I can find where I thought I saw those flashes on Tuesday.
What is on I?
On I gotta double check this time. That is gonna be yeah, I know, right? That is Magic #1, written by Louis Simonson, and got an amazing Durjovic cover on there. That is in near mint condition for $25. See, I told you, eventually brain power's gonna be gone, and you know you're gonna take the spotlight again, telling me to check what books we got up there.
Hey, you made it 36 minutes. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. Okay. We gotta put those up tonight. It wasn't a request thing, but I'm putting them up because I
It's a
control.
personal thing.
Yeah. Take another couple seconds, see if I can find that flash. Daniel's looking through a box, maybe also for flash. Oh.
Hey.
That's a good noise to hear, is when you request something and then you hear me go, oh, that means I found something. Alright. Going on C to fulfill that request we just got. This is going to be Flash number 161. This is in a very good minus condition for $12. Got Flash taking on the Mirror Master there on the cover, which is also done by Infantino, and he also does the interiors on this one. That is going on C.
Would you do F and G together for 32? Comes to 45.
I could do those together for 35. Probably the werewolf on. Do we put up the werewolf first, or do we put up Devil Dinosaur?
Devil Dinosaur. Also, leave the werewolf right now while they're considering that counter off.
Oh, I gotcha. I forgot about that. Alright, I'll take the Devil Dinosaur, put him in here, and we'll get back to him on last looks.
Oh, man. Robert saying Mirror Master and the Zombie Run was so good. Dude,
oh, yeah.
That 3-issue, was it Deceased Unkillables?
Yeah, the Unkillables, where it's like the school that like Deathstroke and stuff go into. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is a terrifying zombie
so
to exist.
Good. 34? Counting your 35 at 34?
You know what? I like the gumption. I'm going to take that one. So that was on F and G together, right?
Correct, yeah. Also, I just love that part where the little girl is like petting Cheetah and calls her Kitty, and she just points at everybody like no one but her gets to call me that.
Yeah, no, that's a good moment. I like that, like, kind of just good character 3-issue arc where all the villains are all of a sudden put in a situation where they have to be the heroes, even though, like, and it's not a Suicide Squad situation where they have a bomb in their neck forcing them to be, like, they just genuinely, in a time of crisis like that, chose to be nice for once in their lives.
Yeah, that's why I love that too, for sure.
Going on F now, we're going to be placing the 4-part miniseries for the adaptation of Star Wars Return of the Jedi from Marvel Comics. These are all going to be in very good condition for $20, all 4 issues. And these are all newsstands, and all of these have amazing Psychovix covers. Going on F. Going on A, this is the thing I had to pull out of, just my own personal thing. I don't know. I feel like this is something that Sienna's been, holding on to use back here, but I'm just going to do it.
I mean, they're not hosting right now.
They're not hosting right now. I got total control. So this is going to be the limited edition collector's set, the Batman Forever movie adaptation, which includes the hit CD single by U2. There's also a free trading card and sky caps. So there's a whole lot. And the CD covers also like an artist drawing, like a poster for Batman Forever. It's really cool. Sealed, $20 on A. I'm just saying, it's, the U2 CD's fine for a single. I'm just saying, why isn't it Seal? Why isn't it Rose? Oh God, now I can't think of something.
Yeah, I'm blanking.
Something Rose.
Your reasoning behind why you loved that Unkillable stories. Aaron says that's the same reason he loves Ultraman in Crisis #1.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Going on G, let's do Ghost Manor #67 from Charlton Comics Group. This is in fine plus condition for $10. This is featuring art and stories by Steve Ditko in this issue, and got this interesting cover of a little girl skipping down the lane with this cloaked ghoul with a giant, not even knife. That is a blade.
That is, yeah.
But he's just waiting for her. I don't like that. But that is on G for Ghost Manor.
James is saying the CD is the best part of that package, and then Robert says if it was Seal Kiss from a Rose Batman, it would be a yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and. Once again, there's this giant logo blocking it, but you can kind of see that there is comic art there for the CD cover. It's pretty cool.
Willie T's picking up that Ghost Manor on G.
Sweet. Replacing that on G, we're going to go ahead and put up, also from Charlton Comics Group, this is going to be The Phantom, issue 72. This is very good minus condition for $5. You got a dog attacking what appears to be a waitress from an old school diner based on the outfit, while the Phantom is trapped in a cage in the background, unable to help, even though I think he's supposed to talk to animals, so an open cage like that should be no problem for the Phantom. That is on G for Good Boy.
Yeah, the goodest.
The good boy, the goodest boy, who's lunging at an innocent waitress who's just trying to get some tips. Probably the Avengers are. Yeah, it's either E or H at this point.
No, I think it's E, B, or I. H is a little bit newer.
Take down E then. It's about time I get to another one of our advertised books tonight. So let's put up this one. This is going to be X-Men issue 35. This is in good plus condition for $100. This is, of course, the famous Along Came a Spider storyline, where the X-Men and the Spider-Man meet up. But that is in good plus condition for $100 on E. Oh.
No, I went to share the video to our group because I realized I hadn't done that yet, and Facebook told me I shared too much. But I haven't shared anything as Ultimate Comics.
You're sharing too much.
You're sharing too much.
That's TMI. TMI.
Well, I'm gonna share it to my story.
You can't stop me from sharing Facebook.
What's the magic on direct or newsstand?
That is gonna be direct edition. The magic on I. Take down that X23 on D, and let's replace it with Booster Gold 1 million from DC Comics. This is a very fine endearment condition for $5. You got Booster Gold meeting up with Peter Platinum, everyone's favorite platinum-based superhero. That is going on D for I can't think of anything to go with D for
Got nothing.
Booster Gold. I was gonna say his little robot friend, but I can't remember if his name starts with D.
Skeets?
Skeets, see? I would have been wrong. I thought it was Dietz, and I was like, that seems dumb, though.
But hey, covered by Dan Jurgens. So
Yeah, covered by Dan Jurgens, so it all works out.
D for Dan Jurgens covered.
There we go.
Like, Booster Gold is confronted by a hero a million times more self-involved than himself.
Ooh.
But if Booster does find his way back to the present, Batman will be waiting for him.
Oh, God.
That sounds amazing.
Take down this Guardians team up on H, and I'm going to replace that with a Werewolf by Night issue 40. This is in fine to very fine condition, and you got Werewolf by Night, I think teaming up with Dr. Voodoo there against Dr. Glitter Knight, just floating there, all red in the background, going on H. Find y'all some more books over here. So we got Silver Age Flash, we got Guardians of the Galaxy, we got Thanos, we got Robin. What were some of the other requests we've had so far?
Sticky notes down here at the bottom so they can't see how much it is.
Oh yeah, I forgot that it was down there for some reason.
No worries.
I know we had that request for the Werewolf by Night stuff. I've already put some out.
Thanos.
I said the Thanos.
Oh, okay.
Thanos, Robin, Guardians, Silver Age Flash.
I feel like there's one more I can't remember right now.
Yeah. And if you got any more requests, put it in chat.
George's throwing him John Byrne issues.
Alrighty.
Thomas wants to know if you would do X-Men on E and the Devil Dinosaur for 100. The X-Men itself is at 100 and Devil
I could do the both of them together. That $50 dinosaur and the 100 X-Men. I could do those both together for $120.
Alright. Getting real specific. Silver Age Avengers 50 through 100.
Alright.
We'll keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out.
The Hellboy preview book is tonight.
Yeah, we still have to get to that. There are a lot of books to get through in the preview stuff tonight. So they will be scattered throughout. So make sure you keep on watching to check out those keys.
He's countering your 120 at 110.
115.
Right in the middle.
Right in the schmiddle.
Would you do Werewolf by Night on H for 10? You would at 15.
I will do that for 10.
Uh, 115 works. Sweet.
Sorry, I'm trying to be thorough on this one because I know we got those requests.
No worries.
Oh, open this up.
And, yeah, George, that next one is the one that was previewed for tonight.
Yeah, don't you worry. Yeah, we still got to get to that tonight. We got a lot of preview books to get through, too, so there's a lot of good stuff going on.
Deadpool #1 from 1977 or 1997. Wow.
1977. You know what?
Deadpool #1 from before he was a character.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the comics, they've gone back and shown that he was around during the 70s, and he had a giant logo on his chest that had DP on it. And he wore the biggest flared collar. And he had I think he had like pirate style like fold over boots.
So probably not tonight for that, but I can at least add that to a list of things that people are wanting for you.
Yeah, and getting through the last of this box because this is the one that would probably have those Avengers that our one friend is looking for.
James says Bronze Age. Bronze Age Deadpool sounds great. It does.
Yeah. There is like a couple issue arc where, I mean, there's several times where it goes back to like that Bronze Age. One of the biggest ones is a storyline in I want to say it's the Duggan Posehn era, where it's like a flashback to show when Deadpool had his kid. Spoiler alert, Deadpool has a kid, but it goes back in time to show like how he met her mom. And it's like a big adventure where he teams up with Luke Cage and Iron Fist back when they were still doing their Heroes for Hire stuff.
What is on C, and then what is the condition on F?
On C, that is going to be the Flash issue 161 in very good minus condition for $12. And then the condition on that series, that full series on F, is going to be all in very good condition. All the issues are in very good condition, and all of them are going to be the newsstand version. Going on H for Hell's Kitchen, this is going to be Daredevil issue 55 in fine condition for $15. You got a pretty good representation of what I imagine, like what my nightmares are like before I do live show. But that is going to go on H for Hell's Kitchen. Once again, that is in fine condition for $15. On E, we're going to do... Let's see. Marvel Premiere issue 50 featuring Alice Cooper, very fine condition for $40. Alice Cooper there getting dragged off to the, I want to say the mental institution in his first premiere issue with Marvel Comics. That is going on E.
What is on H?
On H, that is going to be Daredevil issue 55. Once again, a cover perfectly representing my Nightmares Before Live show. That is in fine condition for $15.
B or I?
Yeah, I'm going to do B first, and then we'll get down to that magic on I. Going on B is going to be Western Gunfighters #7, featuring the Ghost Rider, Apache Kid, and Gunhawk. This book is in very good condition for $20. This is going to be your first appearance of Lincoln Slade as Ghost Rider for the Marvel Universe, brother of Carter Slade, the original, like, Western Ghost Rider.
Man, I love that. I guess it's not really a quarter box, because he's not in a box, but that cape is just sick.
Yeah, no, I love that old school, just like the cape wrapped around him.
Would you do Daredevil on H for 10? You have it at 15 for Alan.
I'll do that for 10.
Aaron is saying that he bought that Alice Cooper book off the spinner rack.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Going on H now is going to be Teen Titans #6 from DC Comics. This is in good plus condition for $25. This has a Nick Cardy cover. The centerfold is detached. I will let you know that. And this is going to be your first meeting of the Teen Titans and Beast Boy. Because at this point, I think he was still part of Doom Patrol.
I think so.
Or this might have been like their like new origin for him instead of him being part of Doom Patrol. Who knows? I mean, someone knows. Just not this guy.
Yeah, pick up this book and find out. And then post in the group about what you have learned.
Yeah.
Educate us all.
Alright. Now I'm gonna get rid of the magic on I.
Okay, get rid of the magic?
Gotta get rid of the magic. Never getting rid of this magic.
The night the live show lost its magic.
No. Going on I now, we're going to do the Amazing Spider-Man issue 266. This is a near mint minus condition for $12. You got Symbiote Spidey taking on Frogman, and I don't know who this... I think this is supposed to be Toad from the X-Men on the right. It looks like his old school costume. So I think it's Toad trying to fight Frogman, and Spider-Man is just getting in the middle of it for some reason. But that is a near mint minus condition, $12 on I.
What's that cool comic on B?
That cool comic on B is going to be Western Gunslingers issue 7, featuring Ghost Rider, Gunhawk, and the Apache Kid. Very good condition for $20. I recently been going through all like the Howard the Duck material, and that included for a split second rereading the Marvel Zombies 5, which is Machine Man and Howard going through the multiverse to find a zombie cure for Morbius back in the 616 universe. And the first issue, they go to like a Western version of the Marvel universe. So they just had like an entire army of zombies of all the like gunslinger and Western characters. And they made it canon that they had muscle memory enough to do like draws, even though they had like no like actual mind or personality to them, because it was like they were also being like, there's different versions of the zombie virus throughout the multiverse, so not all of them are the same ones from Marvel Zombies. It was weird. It was really out there, but it was still really cool. Let's see. Probably... It's been up here the longest at this point.
C or A, probably.
Yeah, I think C is definitely up there, but...
Oh, you got some confirmation that that's Toad.
Sweet. I thought so, because I remember he used to have like kind of like that jester look with his costume. Going on C now, let's do Supergirl issue 1. This is going to be from the... Oh, who's the writer on this one? Of course, it doesn't have it. This is issue 1 of Supergirl with an amazing wicker cover on there. Absolutely gorgeous. Going on C. I'm trying to remember the writer for this series, because I know it off. I know it, but it's one of those things where I just can't think of the name now. But that's near mint condition for $15 on C.
Yeah, B is it says it's a mix of new and reprint stories.
Yeah.
Would you do it for 10?
The B.
Ghost, right? Yeah.
I could do that for 13.
So 13? Or...
Yeah, I said 13.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure I got the right thing on my sheet.
Sorry, I got a mall manager text, so I had to double check that real quick.
Oh no.
So I was a little sidetracked there. Time to pop open the energy drink for the evening.
He's considering. Oh, sorry. Yeah, what was that Supergirl issue number? I can look it up.
Issue 1, and it didn't have a year on it, of course. He said 13's good. Cool cover. I agree though. That is actually a really awesome cover. Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah, script by Paul Kupperberg and art by Infantino.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Bob Oxner.
Excuse me. You're all good. Going on B now. Let's do another one of our key books for the evening. let's do on B. We're replacing the Incredible Hulk issue 340. This is in fine to very fine condition for $175. Got this absolutely iconic McFarlane cover with Wolverine with the reflection of the Hulk in his finger blades or hand blades, whatever you want to call them. I will let you know that there are some, these are kind of the list of some of the things that are going on with the book. There are some finger creases, there's some slight denting going on along the border. You do have some color-breaking spine stresses, and you have some light creasing on that edge as well. All super minor stuff, but they kind of all add up to that fine to very fine.
So I love how you tap dance around just calling them claws.
Yeah. Yeah. I should have just called them claws. But they're like, I always think of claws as like attached to your hands or paws or things that actually have claws.
That's fair. Would you do F for 10? You would a 20 for Stephen Conlon?
I could do that. I could do that set for 12.
That's not 12 works. Cool. Oh no, I was saying.
Oh,
I was just saying. Let us know if it.
All I heard was that 12 works, and I was like, all right, sweet. That was a fast response. I barely finished saying it.
12 is cool. There we go.
All right, there we go. Now I can pull it.
If I had just not said anything,
it would have gone smooth.
I took the magic out of the live show.
No. Going on F to replace that Star Wars set is going to be Flash issue 168. This is in good to very good condition for $12. Once again, has a great Infantino cover and interiors. And of course, you got Flash work with Green Lantern in this issue. Going on F for Flash. Get a new stack of books.
Did you check out the Nintendo Direct from yesterday?
Yes, I'm pretty excited for the new Zelda game. Although at the same time, I was looking at it, I was just kind of like, this looks almost exactly the same as the previous game. Like they added some like movement stuff, and of course there's like the sky segments. But I was like, when they started showing a bit where like the Hyrule Castle was getting enveloped in like Ganon's magic and stuff, I was like, it's literally what you did the last game.
Wait a second. Yeah, B is 340. Hulk.
Yep, Hulk 340.
And then they stealth dropped Metroid Prime.
Yeah, the remaster.
And they're gonna finally add Game Boy games to the Switch Online thing. Except I didn't see them add any Pokemon stuff.
They did not. There's only like 5 games right now. I'm playing through the Super Mario. I forget what that one's called. It's like Super Mario Adventures 2 or whatever. I'm playing through that one right now. Condition is fine, very fine. Yeah, Game Boy Advance games were added. But the Game Boy Advance, they're on that like second tier of the online.
the like Nintendo Online Premiere or whatever.
Yeah, which I don't have that one, so it makes me sad. Because I want it. Like I want all like the access to the N64 games, especially.
Oh yeah.
So I'm taking a second down here. I'm looking through these boxes down here that I never looked through.
Oh, that's interesting. So the Game Boy games will have online co-op play.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I think they're doing that specifically because they're doing like the first handheld Mario Kart and stuff like that.
Oh, Willie's updating us on his video games. Currently, he just moved to the Marvel Spider-Man game on PS4.
Oh, nice. I love that game so much.
That's my favorite Spider-Man movie. It's so good.
It's really good. Although the old PlayStation 1 Spider-Man games, it was like the first one was just called Spider-Man and the second was called Spider-Man Enter Electro. Both of those will always hold a close place to my heart. Mostly because I was a dumb kid and I could only play like the first 3 levels over and over again because I didn't understand how the data save chip things worked. So I would just keep restarting the same games over and over and over again.
Henry wants to know if you do Alice Cooper for 20 or at 40.
I could do that for 30.
Is that the one where you could collect like classic comic covers and stuff too?
Yeah, and it had like I think it also had like a digital reader for some of the books you picked up in that one too.
I played that one on N64 and liked it a lot.
Yeah, and they also had like various different costumes you could pick up too. So like you could rock out I think my favorite one they had the Captain Universe Spider-Man look.
Yes.
But anyway, off Spider-Man, going on. Hey, this is gonna be Afterlife with Archie, issue 1, near mint condition for $15. Excuse me. Absolutely phenomenal series if you haven't read it, with even more amazing art by Francesco Francavilla, one of my favorite horror artists going on right now. Well, this series isn't going on, but just Francesco Francavilla in general is one of my favorite horror artists currently on the scene. Going on, what's been up here the longest now? Probably the booster on D, right?
Yeah. And Brian, we ask that you don't make any offers below half off until last looks, especially on the key issues.
Yeah. Going on D now, it is going to be Batman Gotham Noir. This is a near mint condition for $25. This is an Elseworlds like one-shot graphic novel, and it's written by Ed Brubaker and art by Sean Phillips. Great team, doing some like detective noir style Batman stories. And if you know anything about Ed Brubaker or Sean Phillips, detective and crime stuff is like their bread and butter. So them doing a Batman like noir style book sounds a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, that is their thing.
Yeah, no, like, that is what they do. They have a new book, I think, coming out in a couple weeks that's also a new crime book.
I think one of them didn't like Criminal just get optioned or something like that recently?
I think so.
At least updated on.
Yeah. I think they're, like, the ownership of whoever optioned it originally, like, updated or something like that. Or they had to, like, renew the contract for the option.
Yeah. Lou is picking up Flash on F.
Alrighty. Replacing that on F, I got the Marvel one-shot, or the Women of Marvel one-shot, Lady Deadpool #1. This is a near mint condition for $25. Got Lady Deadpool on there, just having a chill night at home, eating some pizza, hanging with her teddy, and watching some, I'm assuming probably some gruesome TV if she's enjoying herself that much.
Alright, so we've got a little bit of a bidding war on that Hulk.
Alrighty.
So, Brian Petty initially offered 100, Ralph came in offering 110.
Probably lowest I can go right now would probably be like 145. So whoever hits us up first, if they're interested in that 145, let us know, and it's all yours.
What is on A?
On A, that is going to be Afterlife with Archie, issue 1 for $15 in near mint condition with amazing art by Francesco Francavilla.
Alright, no worries, Ralph. Said 110 is the highest he can go.
Gotcha. Going on G now, we got from Archie Comics. This is Sonic the Hedgehog, issue 21. This is in very fine plus condition for $25. Felt like putting this one up since we were just talking. I know this is Sega, so this is kind of sacrilegious, especially back during when they actually used to make consoles. But we were talking about Nintendo, so I want to put up some game stuff. So this is Sonic the Hedgehog, issue 21, Archie Comics, very fine plus condition for $25. Got old school Jaleel White, like Sonic on there too.
145 is good for B. Let's go to Brian.
Alrighty.
That's all. Yeah, those Sonic comics are what got me into comics. I didn't even know that we pulled that one. That one's really cool.
Oh yeah. Next up on B, we got WWE Superstars by Super Genius, or WWF. No, it's WWE because it's printed in 2014. But this is WWE Superstars number 9 actually, and features this amazing cover. Also, Mick Foley writes in this. We have this amazing cover where it's not the Immortal Hulk, it's the Immortal Hulk Hogan. And the WWE legends are back, and you got Hulk Hogan ripped, holding the American flag, standing on the Rocky Mountain. I don't know what else could be more American than this. But that is going to go up on B, very fine plus condition for $35, and that cover is done by Joe Jusko as well.
James, for specific issues of Teen Titans, if you want, go ahead and message us, and we can see if we have those anywhere.
Get rid of some of my sticky notes back here.
Earlier, Aaron was saying that he's switched from PS4 to Switch, and he's been playing Animal Crossing. He's going to see how MLB The Show 23 works on a Switch. Man, Animal Crossing is kind of how my family got through the pandemic.
Oh yeah, that's definitely how I got through like the first like 2 or 3 months for sure. I kind of fell off after that. I kind of got sucked into just like rewatching TV and movies instead.
Willie says that Hulk Hogan needs an eagle perched on his shoulder.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That is the one thing he's missing. And maybe just like a really big truck with like 20 of like the additional headlamps that people put on it, like on the top and on the grill and stuff. Just the most amount of headlights. Hell, I'll take it. He should have one where the headlights are on the front of the grill of the truck and they spill out Hulk. And in the back,
no, they spell out brother.
Yeah, and then the back, there's even more, and then back it's like a neon light of him like flexing that like flickers and changes.
Yes. Yeah, no, I bought Animal Crossing for my wife because she had like offhandedly been like, I might want to try that game, and it became she bought her own Switch, and then we got another copy of the game. And then we got Switches for the our 2 boys.
Yeah.
And then they got copies of the game, and we would just kind of visit each other's islands.
I think the last time I played, which was a while ago, probably most of my villagers are very mad at me at this point. The last time I played, I was working on making one of the rooms in my house I wanted it to be kind of like what I imagine John Constantine's office to look like if he had an office.
Would you do D? That is a Batman.
That is, yes, Batman Gotham Noir.
Would you do it for 15? Give it a 25 for Emilio.
I can do it for 18.
Yeah, we previewed a few slabs, so we'll have some
I got them down here in this box. Once again, we have a lot of preview books to get through. I'm just trying not to do them like back to back to back to back, because then, it's a little exhausting, seeing like really, it's never exhausting seeing really good books come up, but it is exhausting, seeing like, expensive book come up one after the other. So I always try and kind of like split them up, or even just put some other good books in between.
And what was your counter? Sorry.
It was 18.
18 is what I thought. Sweet. And then we never heard back from Henry about that Alice Cooper on E at 30. We have another offer from Christopher. Want to know if you would do 25?
On the Alice?
Yeah.
I'm going to stick firm at that 30, to be completely honest with you.
Christopher, let us know if 30 works for you. Emilio's going to pick up D at 18.
Cool. That gives me a spot to put up this beautiful book. This is kind of interesting. This is going to be Foom issue 1 in fair to good condition for $75. For those who don't know, which I didn't even know until about 2 or 3 days ago, Foom is the first fan magazine for Marvel Comics. I will let you know that the coupon is cut out of the back page for this one, and there's a bit of writing on the inside, just because there are puzzles and stuff inside these issues, and whoever owned this one did the puzzles, which you can't fault them for doing some little fun puzzles.
Yeah. Christopher picked that Alice Cooper up at 30.
Cool beans. But that is going up on D, that food number 1.
Aaron says, I work from home now, so I have castles and everything.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. I need to get back. Like, I played it, like, last week a little bit for the first time in a while.
I also, like, right before I got off that game, I got the, like, giant statues that are supposed to be, like, Godzilla and a mech. And I was trying to figure out how to make, like, how to use the terraforming tools correctly so I could make it, like, a optical illusion of how big they were and make it look like they were farther off in the distance by, like, adding, like, a cliff in front of them and stuff.
Uh-huh. Now, Aaron's saying Friends of Old Marvel or something like that is what it stands for. That makes sense. And then he was also saying earlier that he enjoys Sniper Elite Lego games.
They do Sniper Elite Lego?
I don't know if they're supposed to be a combo or not. I was like, as I'm reading, I'm like, yeah, I mean, it'd be cool. The Lego games are super fun, though. I love.
Oh no, I love the Lego games. I'm just imagining like because like Sniper Elite's the one that has like the slow mo X-ray shots.
Yeah.
So it's just like slow mo X-ray.
Like the bats from Fallout.
Yeah. Well, no, because like that one's like it goes slow mo and then it like shows the X-ray of like what you're destroying. And I know a lot of people play a game specifically with that where they'll only do testicle shots because that exists in that game.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Lego X-ray sniper shots going on.
He came back with and
and okay.
That's cool. Greg's asking where's the TMNT.
Oh, well, we haven't had a request for any TMNT tonight so far, so I'll start looking for some and start pulling some. In fact, I think I just saw one in here a second ago when I was just flipping through. So let me double track, and then I'll start putting some new books up.
Yeah. You got an open spot on E, then I would probably be the next to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Lego games are so much fun.
Yeah, no, I'm still making my way slowly but surely through the Skywalker saga.
Oh, nice.
My God, there is so much content to that game. But let's see. I got E open. I'm gonna fulfill that TMNT request right now with TMNT issue 10 in near mint minus condition for $50 going down on E. Great cover there of. Trying to see if I can find the weapon. Yeah, Raphael versus Shredder right there going on E.
Willie says, well, I had to Google it, and I find no Sniper Elite Lego, and the world is a sadder place.
It is a sadder place for it. What did now this enters a whole new question. How would they handle what intestines look like, but still keep it in Lego form? Would you just reuse a snake? Like,
yeah.
But anywho, this isn't a Lego Sniper Elite show. This is a comic book show. So let me put up some new comic books. I'm gonna replace Supergirl here on C.
I feel like we had a Lego variant to put up immediately.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna look for it. Going up on C, we got the Amazing Spider-Man number 65. This is in good to very good condition for $35. Absolutely iconic cover there with Spider-Man escaping the police through his jail cell. Going on C.
Like that wall run.
Yeah, reminds me of the scene from the Batman this past last year where he's like running through the GCPD precinct.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Jedi Fallen Order, and there's a lot of wall running in that.
Oh yeah,
and that's kind of what makes me think of.
I've been back to playing Midnight Suns pretty much exclusively the past couple days.
I'm way behind on my games right now. I is probably the next to go.
Yeah. You know, I love Frogman.
I know.
Do I even have a key up in here anymore?
No. David Jones wants to know if you do C for 30. You have it at 35.
I will absolutely do that for 30. Going up now.
let's do.
Next up, we're going to put one of our slabs for the night. This is going to be Monsters Unleashed number 12. This is a 9.8, and this is $50. Got a great cover there, showing off Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur. I also really like this storyline where it was about this kid whose ability was that he could draw in his book and then summon the various Silver Age monsters of old school Marvel comics. Like Goom.
Ralph is picking up that Monsters Unleashed.
Sweet. Replacing that on C, we're going to do Action Comics issue 297. This is in very good condition for $18. And you got on the cover Perry White, editor of the Daily Planet, revealing Clark Kent's identity as Superman, fittingly using the blade of Caesar, who he always quotes or always use the exploitive of with Caesar's ghost, great Caesar's ghost. I just like that little. That's a fun little thing.
That's great.
Oof. Oh god, my eye itches. Oh.
Nathan wants to offer you a TNT on E for 38. You would at 50.
I'll do it for 40. Go up $2 more for me. Going on I, we are going to be placing Tales of the Green Lantern Corps issue 1 from DC Comics. This is going to be your first appearance of Aricia Crab. Yes, Aricia Crab, one of the Green Lantern Corps, and origin of the Green Lantern and the Guardians. And you got that great cover there with all the various main Green Lantern Corps members at the time, shooting their beam up into the sky. I guess it's some sort of salute or celebration. I don't know. They did it in the Green Lantern movie with everyone's favorite Ryan Reynolds. I mean, it's not. I phrase that as if everyone hates Ryan Reynolds. They just hate him in that movie. Well,
even then, it's
not just that movie.
Nathan said that 40 sounded good, so I went and pulled that.
Sweet.
Well, he was saying, okay, there is some sort of video on YouTube for it with the Lego Sniper Elite. I'm just curious.
Yeah, now I'm glad we're going into this deep dive on this. Let's see.
We're gonna have one of those boards in the wall with the red string, oh yeah, Lego Sniper Elite 4.
Nice. I'm gonna do one of our bigger preview books of the night now. This one, I'm very excited to put this up. This is Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, number 1 in fine to very fine condition for $400. This is gonna go down on E. Delicately take that off the back, put that down on E. And this, of course, is going to be your first appearance and origin story for Luke Cage, and your first appearance of Diamondback. That is down on E. Hopefully that should give me enough time to find some good other stuff to put up. Nice, good stack. Alrighty. Probably this one at this point. No, the Teen Titans has been there for a while.
Titans, and then D probably next.
Going up on H, let's do Daredevil issue 184. This is a very fine plus condition for $15. Super iconic cover of Daredevil just pointing a gun directly at your face. Although I think this is when the Daredevil costume was being worn by Bullseye as some sort of ploy, I want to say. But that is going down on H.
Oh man. No more Mr. Nice.
Yeah, no more. Referencing back to that Alice Cooper book we had up here earlier.
Actually,
there
yeah.
we go.
D, I think.
D.
And then
I thought these two have been up here a little longer than that one.
maybe, yeah.
It's hard to tell anymore. See, we lost the brain juice.
That's
after
true.
that 35 minutes.
E is in fine, very fine condition.
Yep.
Would you do H for 11? You have it at 15.
I will absolutely do that for 11. Going on A now, I'm going to put Fantastic Four issue 91. This is in good to very good condition. Good Kirby cover there, with the Thing being enslaved by some like classic mobsters with like Tommy guns, and still in 1960. I think this would be at like 67 or something like that at this point in the run. That is going on A. Oh, and this is also going to have your first appearance of Torgo. Of course, Kirby's doing the art. Got some Steve Sinha art, and you also have Stan Lee doing some of the scripting. And then on H, we're going to do on H, I tried to run these on Tuesday. We couldn't find the second half. Found the second half now, so we're going to run them again, this time for realsies. This is X-Men and Alpha Flight 1 and 2, X-Men Annual number 9, and New Mutants Special Edition number 1, which contains the entirety of the Asgardian Wars storyline. They're all in near mint condition for $25 for the set, now officially with all 4 issues.
We got about 3 minutes till that break.
Gotcha. Going on B. Let's do. On B, I'm going to toss up the Tomb of Dracula number 2. This is in fine condition for $65. Got this beautiful cover by John Severin. I love this little like transition between man and bat form that Dracula's doing there. It's definitely not just a classic T pose going on there. That is going to go on B for bat.
I do love that. Anthony's picking up that Asgardian War on 8.
Alright, I actually had 2 sets of that series, so if anyone else wants that entire Asgardian Wars run, let us know. Oh, yes, absolutely, we're doing this one. It goes so well with what we've run already. See how vague I'm being, so y'all have to wait until after the break to see what I'm talking about? Unless I held up the book incorrectly and y'all could have seen it immediately.
I wasn't looking at that particular second.
So, who knows?
We'll find out together.
We'll find out, well...
They'll let us know.
Yeah, they'll let us know. They'll let me know if I messed up. Alrighty. A couple more things in here. Gonna come back over here. I think I'm gonna take down a book, put up one of our preview books, and then we'll go to break.
The founder wants to know what is the issue number on C.
On C, for the founder himself, this is going to be issue 297 on Action Comics.
Christopher Brevet says that he just got his Tomb of Dracula number 10 back from CGC that he got from the live show in October of 2021.
I'm fine. You know what? I'm glad you finally got it back. What was the grade on it? I'm curious. What was that grade? Or are you kind of in that same situation? I can't remember who was on Tuesday who said they got their CGC stuff and they're waiting for some friends to get their stuff so they could all open it at once.
Oh, nice. Would you do B for 40? Got 65 for Alan. Not the founder, Alan.
Yeah, not the founder, Alan. I could do that for 48. And while we're waiting on that, I'm gonna take down the Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, you're not, because that's going to the founder.
The Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yep.
Wow. Big Sonic guy, Alan? I didn't know. But
right. And Foom on D.
Alrighty. Well, let me fill up D real quick. I'm gonna fill that up with. On D, I'm going to place Amazing Spider-Man 228. This is in very fine condition for $8. Great Nasser cover there. Although, I will say, Spider-Man muscle looking a little lumpy there. But still a really nice cover. Man, murdered by spiders. Spider-Man's got to solve a murder conducted with his own namesake. So, can't miss out on that. And then on G, last book before we go on our quick little break here. It is one of our key issues for the night. I know we had some people asking for it, so Daniel might murder me for putting it up now. But hell, I do what I want. I'm the host of the show this week. So this is going to be Next Men. This is going to be Next Men issue 3. Very fine condition for $150. It's going to have some fingerprints and scratches. So that's why the grade is very fine instead of near mint, but it's very minor. And of course, that's going to be your first appearance of Hellboy. Alrighty, I'm going to let Daniel deal with all that hectic stuff in chat while we go on a quick break here. And we'll catch you.
You don't have to worry about it. Brock's picking up next, man.
Alright, well then, that's
Real
a good
quick.
That is a quick pickup, but don't you worry, when we get back here in a couple seconds, we still got plenty of other great key issues and slab books and all sorts of other good stuff to go through. So don't you go anywhere. We'll be back here in a couple minutes.
Welcome to the Ultimate Comics Super Secret Warehouse. We have so many unprocessed boxes, literally thousands. What you just saw in the little shot was not even half of just unprocessed long boxes that we have not gone through yet. This is the stuff we use for our live show, so I thought it'd be really fun to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look and hopefully find gold. If not, it should still be pretty fun to see what's in this box. All right, let's see what's in this bad boy. Oh, heck yeah. This is the first print of Ultimate Spider-Man 1. This is the OG printing. You know, you got a couple ticks on the spine there, but still probably like a $50 book. Pretty nice. And that is pretty hot right now. Oh, snap. I am very surprised I censored myself. This is the first issue of Knights of the Old Republic. This is a super hot book right now. I am really happy about that. That is awesome. Okay, alright, back to the box. Okay.
Live again.
Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, some stuff happened over the break. Obviously, Brock got that Next Men right before the break. He also picked up that Heroes for Hire on E. And then we did accept an offer on that Tomb of Dracula on B.
Yeah, so, Alan, we got you for that Tomb of Dracula at 45 from your counter offer. And then I was saying, Alan says founder says so many boxes.
So many boxes. Gonna fill our board back up on B. This is the book I was waiting for after the break on. I know it's not a key, but I think it works well with that Batman book we had earlier. This is going to be Amazing Spider-Man Skating on Thin Ice, #1, near mint condition for $8. And this is going to be another, like, anti-narcotics and, like, usage for children, like, PSA book. And that is going to go on B. Once again, near mint condition for $8.
I love the McFarlane cover. Like,
Oh, yeah, the like, super, like, even, like, when he's still, like, it's just because of his style, Spider-Man looks like he's still in action, so it's just him ready to, like, attack something while he's just showing kids, like, a closet filled with beer and drugs and stuff. And then going on E, we're going to be doing the Saga of Swamp Thing, issue 26. This is in fine condition for $10. You got Swampy front and center taking on a giant beast while I'm assuming the controller of the beast looming in the background on that rooftop. And that is going to go on E.
Willie T picking up B. He claimed it as Spidey Drug.
You know what? That's a good descriptor for it. Replacing that on B, another fun one I picked up. This is going to be Archie TV Laugh Out, issue 56. This is in very good condition for $5. And apparently on this issue, the men of Riverdale have gotten into Happy Days and have really styled themselves after the Fonz. Meanwhile, the girls have started styling themselves after Farrah Fawcett. And that is going to go on B. Going on G, we're going to be placing The Incredible Hulk, issue 132. This is in good to very good condition for $8. Great Hulk cover here, done by Herb Trimpe. You got Roy Thomas on scripts, and once again, just got this great cover here with the Hulk facing off against Hydra. Probably the action on C at this point, I think.
I think Lady Deadpool and Affleck.
Oh, yeah.
Left it longer.
I'm dying up here. I'm falling apart. Sneezing, I'm coughing.
Don't do it.
I'm not sick, I know that much.
Please don't die on air.
I mean, make a pretty eventful show.
It would be memorable.
Maybe we could do like a whole thing where I come back from the dead, like the Alan came back from the dead sale years ago.
Oh no.
Give me a mullet. Going on F, we got Green Lantern issue 192. This is in very fine plus condition for $15. And this is going to have your origin of Sapphire.
You got a few bless yous from Corey and Aaron.
Thank you. I very much appreciate it.
John Penta wants to know if you do Archie for 3, you would at 5.
I will absolutely do that for 3. Also, John, I don't know if you were here earlier, but we did have a Supergirl #1 up there. I know you're a Supergirl guy, so you might already have it in your collection. But yeah, it was the Supergirl #1. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
And an Afterlife with Archie, too.
Yeah, and we had an Afterlife with Archie #1 up here. There was that Supergirl #1 for you. And then, what is it?
James says, quarantine those comments for 2
There's
weeks.
that Afterlife with Archie for 15. Oh no, trust me. I work at our mall location, which has like, you know, the most like new people foot traffic. So I pretty much get myself like I have at home tests. I do one at least once a week just to be on the safe side, even now, because I mean, the farther we get away from like the importance of the vaccine, I find a lot of people stop getting the boosters, and it starts, you know, kind of fluctuating a bit more. So, but going on B, enough vaccine and COVID talk. Going on B now, we got Image United. This is going to be issue Image United #1. This is the Gold Collector's Edition variant. You got, oh my god, how do you... Collaborative series by Image founders putting all their characters in one story. Okay, I got through that.
My bad.
I was able to read it. No, you're all good. I'm awful at reading like different handwriting than my own, and I have horrible handwriting. So it's just like, if anyone is horrible in a different way, I just can't.
My thin Sharpie disappeared, so I've been writing with a regular Sharpie.
Oh.
I'm a little bit more like heavy-handed, so it bleeds more.
I think you're looking for one of these.
That's exactly what I'm. Has it been over there the whole time?
Yeah, it's been behind here for weeks.
Someone stole it from me.
Well, it's been back behind here at least since I've been hosting the show. So there you go. There's your fine point Sharpie
You'll
back.
be able to read a little bit better.
Yeah.
Willie, I'm sorry. He said tell me about it, because he's the one that was saying at the beginning of the show that he has COVID right now.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry to hit you while you're down.
And then John Penta said that he has that Supergirl graded, but could use a raw copy. He
Mm.
do 10 for it.
What do we have it at? 15?
I don't remember.
I think it was at 15. Let me go back real quick for me. Yeah, it was at 15. I'll do 10 for it though.
Alright.
Now probably the action.
Yeah.
Take down that Action Comics on C, and in its place we are gonna do. We're gonna do Amazing Spider-Man number 195. This is in very good condition for $15. Got one of these great like split covers with all the different storylines going on. You have the final fate of Aunt May. You have Betty Brant standing up for herself against Peter Parker. You got Spidey underneath some rocks. You got Spidey fighting against the water with Black Cat. And then he just kind of got his face in the center there. I don't know what he's doing there, but you know, maybe that's part of the story too. But very good condition for $15. And this is also going to be your second appearance and origin of Black Cat. So that's why she's there dangling in the water. Everyone knows cats don't like water, so it's kind of a dire situation for her.
H or...
I'd say, yeah, either H. Yeah, H first, and then probably D or I after that.
would you do A for 10? You would at 15.
Yeah, I'll do that for 10. Replacing that on A, we are going to do Supervillain Team Up, issue 9. Although, okay, it doesn't have them on the cover, but this is a team up between Doctor Doom and the Savage Submariner. Very fine condition for $10. Got only Doctor Doom on the cover, but he's pretty much taken down all the Avengers at this point except for Iron Man, so him and Iron Man are doing a little tango. But that is going to go on A. On H, we are going to be putting Daredevil 290. This is in fine to very fine condition for $8. I mean, it's not an iconic cover, but like I think this should be, because this is a great cover of just Daredevil getting a beatdown from Bullseye. I know Bullseye's got like a lot of great covers, but I think this one, like, even though it's simple, it's really, really well done. I like that cover a lot. But that is on H. And then gonna take down Green Lantern on I. Replace that with one of our slabs for the evening. Let's do this one. On I, I'm going to be placing Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur, issue 1, rated at 9.6 for $130, CGC slabbed. On I believe this is your first appearance of Moon Girl, but not of Devil Dinosaur, obviously, because we ran that earlier in the night. But I believe this is going to be your first appearance of Moon Girl. Luna Lafayette, if you want her real name, not her super name. Or alias, whatever you want to call it.
Would you do A for 7? You were at 10.
I'll absolutely do that at 7. Replacing that on A.
Got you right there. First appearance.
Yeah, there we go. Going on A, this is going to be Uncanny X-Men 168. Very fine condition for $35. This is going to have your first appearance of Madeline Pryor, who's been super big as the Goblin Queen in the most recent event, Dark Web, for Marvel Comics. And this is also going to have your first mention of the name Lockheed Lockheed, of course, everyone's favorite purple dragon sidekick. Clear off some of my sticky notes back here.
That Image United is so shiny.
It is so shiny, and that is because it is the gold collector's edition variant for that book. And once again, for those who don't know, that is a book where they took all the original founding members of Image Comics, brought them back together, and put all their creations in one storyline.
Probably D or G.
I think D, because that was one of the last ones I put up before the break. Going on D to replace it is going to be Daredevil Special number 3 in fine condition for $25. Got a great cover here of Spidey and Daredevil taking each other on mid-air. This is also going to be this contains your reprints for issues 16 and 17 of the original Daredevil series.
I like the cityscape on that. It looks really cool.
Oh, yeah.
And that frame is actually really nice.
Yeah, no, I'll give it another close look up because I love this cover. It's absolutely phenomenal. I remember as a kid, not understanding the, perspective that it's at. I was like, how is Daredevil jumping that high off that building? I know he has better agility than the average person, but there's a difference between that and, Superman leaping tall buildings in a single bound.
Seems like a stretch.
That seems like a bit of a stretch for a guy who can't see.
Willie's agreeing. It's a great cover. He's our big Daredevil guy.
Oh yeah, I love it so much. Said G next.
Yeah.
Taking down that Credible Hulk on G. And I'm going to replace it with Avenging Spider-Man number 14. This has a phenomenal, I believe this is Del Otto doing this cover. Near mint condition for $8. Got Spidey teaming up, I believe, with Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur in this issue. I mean, I know it's clearly Devil Dinosaur, but I don't know if this is pre-Luna Lafayette or post-Luna Lafayette. Mm-hmm. But I believe it is post.
What issue number was that again?
Issue 14 of Avenging Spider-Man.
Yep, Delano.
Sweet. Yeah, that is a beautiful cover.
It's Devil Dinosaur and Moon Boy.
Ah, okay, so it is pre-Luna Lafayette. So Moon Boy and Devil Dinosaur team up. Replacing that Image United on B is going to be Spider-Man vs. Dracula number 1, near mint condition for $6. Got this phenomenal cover of Dracula about to take his prey for the evening, and Spider-Man leaping in the background to save the day. Once again, this is in near mint condition for $6. Going on B.
Yeah, predates Moon Girl by 4 years.
Okay.
So close.
Close.
But also, just a rad cover.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. This is my personal take. I'm not the hugest Delato guy, but I have to admit that cover is absolutely phenomenal. I think most of my time in the issue is some of his stuff looks a little on the dark and grungier side. So with a cover like that, where it's super bright and colorful, I think it really solves that for me and just kind of like highlights what I do like about his style.
John Penta's picking up Spider-Man vs. Dracula on B.
Cool beans.
Stephen Collin wants to know if you do that Moon Girl Devils Dinosaur CGC 96 at 85, got at 130.
I could do it for... I could do it for 105. While I wait for a response on that.
B was claimed.
Oh, B was claimed. I forgot about that.
No worries.
Well then, while I wait for a response on that offer or counter offer, let me put something new up on B. This is going to be Guilty. Number 19. This is in good condition for $20. If you're looking for some old school crime stories, this is what you're looking at. And it's also got this amazing cover by Jack Kirby. That is going on B.
Yeah, and then lowest on eBay is still 130, with the next highest being
Yeah, so
45.
my offer 105 is still a steal on that book right now.
He's countering at 95.
Can't go lower than that 105 right now. Maybe I'll be willing to have a little more wiggle room at last looks, but usually with the slabs I can't wiggle too much. Probably F, I think, at this point.
Yeah, F and E.
Actually, yeah, F is in there a bit longer, so I'll do F first. Going on F is going to be the Super Friends #1 from DC TV Comics. This is in very good to fine condition for $35. This is going to be your first appearance of Wendy, Marvin, and Wonder Dog. All of the, like, hitch-along normal kid characters from the Super Friends show. That is going on F for Friends.
Do stuff together?
Hmm?
So who do stuff together?
Yeah, they do stuff together, like clean the Hall of Justice for the Justice League. And watch the computer while it reboots so it doesn't go to a black screen and stop the updating process.
Alright, so you got a few offers.
Already? Hit me with them.
So Steven says he's going to consider that offer on I. Sounds good, just let us know.
Gotcha.
James wants to know if you would do B for 10, you would at 20.
I can do that for 14.
And then Baker wants to know if you would do A for 20, you would at 35.
I can do that one for 25.
25. Alright.
Alrighty.
That gets us caught up. E.
Yeah. On E, we are going to be putting what?
Aaron said, went right over Zach's head. So I was setting you up for SpongeBob. I just wasn't going to say anything.
Sorry.
I know, you're good. That was great. 14 works for B.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Aaron. Someone appreciates me. Also, I've been putting so many puns in our preview posts, and nobody has appreciated them yet. Not to, like...
Alright, this is officially everyone's mission. When the preview post for Tuesday comes out, you need to figure out the pun in it, and specifically... do something in the comments to appreciate Daniel's pun.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of overcompensated on the puns for Tuesday because I was having a little bit too much fun. So there's like 4 in there.
Alright, well, choose one of the 4, whichever one was your, whichever one you thought was the punniest. Why don't you let Daniel know in the comments of that preview post either later tonight or tomorrow morning. Going on B now, we got Giant Size Werewolf by Night, issue 5, very good minus condition for $5. You got Werewolf by Night taking on, his name is Pain Gloss, but he's just kind of like the negative man, but also a wizard. And I will let you know there is a bit of staining on the back cover. If you do want me to show it, let me know. But yeah, there is a little staining. That's why it's got that very good minus condition.
And that was a deal on A25.
Sweet. Going on A now. This is going to be Saga of Swamp Thing issue 28. Fine plus condition for $12. Got this amazing Steve Bissett cover where Swamp Thing's holding this skeleton, which A, I really like skeletons whenever they show up on covers. B, I just think this one's really well drawn, especially with like all the muck and stuff coming from the water in the swamp that's going on. A.
Yeah, I mentioned that to Jen about the puns that I put in the post. So she commented on one of them and was like, I see what you did there. I was like, thank you.
I'm gonna have to re-download Facebook just to go admire your puns and say something about them in the comments.
I mean, I'm not saying they're good, but...
Well, that's the thing about puns.
Exactly.
Most of the time, they're never good. It's just the fact you have to acknowledge that they exist.
So yeah, I know you guys like the pictures in the preview
Yeah.
post, but sometimes there's words.
That's the best thing about comic books is you got the pictures and the words. So
Yeah, it's that perfect
you
marriage.
appreciate both on our preview posts.
That's our
the real
PSA
message
tonight.
you should be getting from all of this is appreciate our preview posts.
Aaron says he saw the Jen comment. Salutations, welcome Sick Media Comics.
Welcome.
You have Sick Comics and media.
Oh. Continuing another theme from earlier in the night.
Alright, well, we gotta get something on that E-spot.
Yeah, no, I was just grabbing a small stack so I didn't have to put one up and come right back over.
I respect that.
So, going on E now, we have Tomb of Dracula, issue 55. Very fine minus condition for $10. This is going to have your first full appearance of Janice, who is the gold-skinned son of Dracula. A, this thing has a super trippy background, and B, it continues our theme from earlier from that one book where from the Werewolf by Night, where somehow a skull has taken over the moon once again. That is going on E.
I appreciate the respect of continuity that we've got going on.
Yeah, no. Always got to respect the continuity.
Live show lore.
Yeah. Can we get a live show wiki going?
Hey, thank you, Aaron. He said this is the best live show ever, I think.
Oh, sweet. You know what? I'll take that. I'm glad. First month here, we're already getting comments saying this is the best show yet. Can't wait to see where we go from here. This is a while ago we had that request for John Byrne stuff. So I have the Incredible Hulk issue 314. This is in very fine condition for $8. And this both has John Byrne art and story on the inside. And right on the cover there you got both the leader and MODOK, soon to be coming in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania next week.
I was just about to call out MODOK, yeah.
But yeah, so there's your John Byrne, whoever requested that earlier, and then on top of that, you got some more MODOK stuff before next week.
Aaron's picking up that Hulk on 8.
Sweet.
David Fitz said he just commented on the preview post. I gotta go figure out which one.
Oh, God.
Probably tonight's, I'm assuming, but
yeah, probably.
I gotta go find that in a minute.
Going on H now to replace that Hulk is going to be Batgirl Special #1 from 1988 DC Comics. This is in very fine minus condition for $8 and has a beautiful Mike Mignola cover. I love this cover, just Batgirl shattering through the window. I know a lot of people really love her modern redesign with like the purple motorcycle suit and stuff, but I still like that classic gray and blue suit.
All those costumes are really nice. I really like the Tom King, the one she has during the Tom King run that's like all gray, kind of like the animated series.
The like gray with like the blue.
Yeah, it's like an updated version of the animated series.
Yeah,
costume.
I like that one a lot. I also really like everyone's redesigns from the Batman White Knight storyline, especially in the later series when they start incorporating themselves into the GCPD. I like those redesigns a lot.
I love White Knight.
Which, yeah, if you have not read Batman White Knight, Curse of White Knight, or now Beyond White Knight, all three of those series are absolutely phenomenal. I think they would probably be like in the top of my like must-read Batman list for modern stuff.
Did you see that Sean Gordon Murphy teased that he was going to be doing a Harley Ivy thing?
Ooh, that'd be fun. I also think, personally, I really want to see the like DC animated movies try and tackle White Knight. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
David Fitz commented on my preview post and said Frank Sinatra saw what you did and created a song. Love it. I'm not gonna tell you what I said though. You guys still have to find the preview post on your own.
No, I gotta go find the preview post to understand what that means. But I enjoyed it. I just know I enjoyed it because I'm glad someone enjoyed your thing. Going on D now, we have Predator Cold War. This is going to be issues 1 through 4 of the 4-issue miniseries. All of these issues are going to be around very good to fine condition. That's why this set of 4 issues is only going to cost you $5 on D.
Yeah, that's what we do here at Ultimate Comics.
That's what we do.
We support each other.
We price things ultimately.
Ultimate prices, ultimate deals.
I want to keep the Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur up, so I want to take down Avenging Spidey. And it looks like it's time for another key to go up besides that Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur.
Just entered into our final hour here.
Yeah. And I still got a bunch of books to get through, so I think this last hour is going to be a little more rapid fire when it comes to the bigger books for the evening. So to start that off, there's supposed to be a special note for this one. Do you know?
I don't know what it is. I'll double check because I don't remember off the top of my head. We can go ahead and put it on.
Alright, we're double checking real quick just to make sure we have all the info on this one because I feel like there's definitely more to this. But this is going to be Star Wars Darth Vader #3. This is a variant edition. This is specifically from the Charles Soule run. So the first Darth Vader run once Marvel or Disney acquired Lucasfilm. But that is going to go on G for $200 in near mint condition.
So that's the 1 in 25 variant.
1 in 25 variant by...
That's important news, isn't it?
Yeah.
Camuncoli? I don't know what to say that.
Alright, I'm going to go around. I'm going to go behind the camera and see if
I can't read.
My butchering works better. Oh.
Camuncoli?
Giuseppe Camuncoli. Alright, Giuseppe Camuncoli, 1 in 25 ratio for Star Wars Darth Vader #3.
And it's the first full appearance of Master, another word of name, it's going to be difficult for me, Kirak Infila, a combat-specific Jedi Master.
Yeah, so I couldn't remember his name, but this storyline specifically, because I read this series, I absolutely loved it. This storyline, Darth Vader has to go corrupt a Jedi's crystal so he could have his red kyber crystal for his saber now that he's a Sith Lord.
That's right.
So Palpatine as basically being like, hey, you need a lightsaber, and also B, I'm not quite sure if you're devoted yet, so I'm going to send you off, and maybe you die, maybe you don't, against the war monk of the Jedi Council, or not Jedi Council, but like the Jedi as an order. Like this dude was like the warrior monk out of all of them, like secluded, super powerful, super good at fighting. But yeah, I know at one point during this story, just to make this Jedi Master upset, Darth Vader uses his Force abilities to knock over an entire dam and drown the entire town that this Jedi Master was protecting. Yeah, no, it is brutal. This run is absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't read the Charles Soule Star Wars Darth Vader stuff, absolutely read it. Honestly, all of the Darth Vader runs that Marvel's been doing since they got the rights back have just all been absolutely the best writing that they've done for the Star Wars stuff. But let's see. Probably replace F at this point, I think, has been up here the longest. Either F or C.
I think C's been up quite the longest.
Alright.
Steven's been thinking about it for a while for that offer on I. He said, would you meet in the middle at 100?
You know what? It might give me a little lashing, especially since the founder might still be in the chat. But I'll take that deal for 100. I'll take the lashing this time.
This time?
This time.
Alright.
Yeah, I was chained up here in the warehouse for like months. Finally escaped. Gave me the live show, and now might be heading back to them. But, you know, that's fine. I'll just be back there for a couple more months, and they'll bring me back out, and hopefully that will be it.
With any luck.
Any luck. Going on C now, we have Incredible Hulk 393. This is a near mint minus condition for $4. Got this great recreation or homage of Hulk #1 with this green foil background on it. And obviously based on the fact that Hulk is wearing clothes, this is during like the Professor Hulk smart era. And then filling out the board on I, we got TMNT Adventures issue #3 from Archie Comics. A very good defined condition for $4. Great. Another really green cover back to back there.
Oh, yeah.
That one is going on I.
Keith is picking up Predator on D.
Sweet.
Steven says, oh man, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. Man, I'm not worth it.
No, it's fine. Once again,
Don't sell yourself short.
Don't sell yourself short. I mean, once again, it's only if I have my estimations correct, it should only be like a little bit of reprimanding. It's not gonna be too bad.
Just tune back in on Tuesday, and if Zach is still here, you know it was okay.
Or if you come back on Tuesday and Sienna and Alan have made me dress up as a giant Cupid, then you know it went even worse than it could have possibly gone.
You pan the camera down and you're just shackled to like the table.
Yeah. You know, stuck with the old ball and chain on Valentine's Day. Alright. Going on D now. Let's do some Disney. This is Walt Disney, Uncle Scrooge. I don't know what issue number it is, because it's one of the weird gold key ones where it's just a long string of numbers.
I need to remember to tell them.
Find very fine condition for $15. It is a Carl Barks reprint. And that is going to go on D. And Daniel's going to figure out the specific issue number for y'all, in case you need to check out against like your collection database or whatever y'all do to see if you already have a book or not.
And it's just Uncle Scrooge, correct?
Yeah, it's just Uncle Scrooge.
Thought so. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, some of these covers are great.
Or hey, you know, maybe you don't check against anything to see if you're already the book. Maybe you're just like, man, I'm going to wing it. That looks good. I'm going to grab it.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I know that I'm going to like this.
I know I've done that before. Like, whenever I go to the Carry store, I look through the back issues and I'm like, ooh, House of Mystery. Pick it up, and I go home and I have like, I have 3 of the exact same cover already.
It is number 37.
All right, number 37 for that Uncle Scrooge on D.
John Pento was like, you could just look in the front cover for the number.
Yeah, I'm scared to do it with these like Dell books and Gold Key stuff, just because, you know, because the age, sometimes the pages are a little more brittle, and I don't want to take the risk of, you know, all of a sudden I go from putting up a very fine book, all of a sudden because I'm an idiot trying to find the issue number, all of a sudden now I'm selling a very good book.
Yeah, as long as we don't, you know, we don't want to have to like live price and grade if we don't have to.
Yeah, that would not be no fun. Gonna probably take down that Super Friends on F now.
said he'll get you some white cotton gloves.
Oh. That, you know what? That would make all of us look a little more official, I think, as we go with the full white cotton gloves. Although at the mall store, we have, whenever we're dealing with books, we have leftover costume gloves that the GameStop in the mall had of Spider-Man gloves. So now whenever we want to deal with our books in our case, we just grab our Spider-Man gloves and put those on.
That's amazing.
We're going on F now. This is going to be the... I'll actually do this one first. Amazing Spider-Man 151. This is in good to very good condition for $15. There is a bit of water damage and staining, which kind of fits with this cover. There you go. The only thing you're missing off this cover is some rats, but, you know, I don't know. I don't think you want the only thing you could fit inside this book that involves rats. But that is going to go on F. Good to very good condition for $15.
I love that cover, too.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Bring this over to you.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Yep.
I didn't totally forget about that. It wasn't me.
Absolutely.
Would you do E for 6? You have it at 10.
Absolutely, I'll do that for 6. Alright. Then you're going to have to do your magic again.
Oh boy.
This is from Dell Western Adventure. This is Walt Disney's Zorro in good to very good condition for $15. We got Alex Toth art on the inside. And of course on the front there you just got a little picture of Zorro himself peeking past the curtain saying, "Hey, how's it going?" He seems really happy to be there wherever he is. But that is going to go down on E. And Daniel's going to double check on that issue number specifically for y'all.
What was the title again, sorry?
It is just Walt Disney's Zorro. Find some more books for y'all.
Well, before I even find that, excuse me, Aaron's wanting to know if you would do it for 10, you would get 15.
I can do that for 10, absolutely.
That's going to Aaron. Would you do ASM on F for War 10? You would at 15 for John Penta.
I will absolutely do that at 10.
Got E, F coming back, or coming down.
Get you a couple more books, and I think it's also time for another. It's about time in a couple minutes for another key. Actually, I said I had to go rapid fire, and I haven't been going that rapid fire, so I'll do that. Get your little stack. Put that there.
Oh. I was like, "Where's this book?" I just didn't pick up the last book in the stack.
And I'm going to just pull both of these up here because I have a feeling they're going to go quick. So first up, let's replace... Oh, I got things open. I don't need to replace anything. I'm going to do this on F so it's at the center of the camera more so you can get a better look at it. This is going to be New Mutants 87. This is graded at a 7.0. This is going to be your first appearance of Cable, Strife, and the Mutant Liberation Front. And this 7.0 slab is going to be $80 on F. For the future, because that's where Cable's from.
Hey.
Hey, I found it easy for that one. And then going on E next to that. Let's do, on E, we're going to do a Wonder Woman #1. This is in very fine plus condition for $25. This is going to be part of the George Perez run of Wonder Woman. So issue 1 of the George Perez run going on E. This is going to have your origin of Wonder Woman for post-Crisis on Infinite Earths. Your first appearance of Philippus. your first appearance of Ayla, reintroduction of Ares and Hippolyta, once again in the new canon under or after Crisis on Infinite Earths, your origin of Hippolyta and Antiope, and a wraparound cover, once again done by George Perez. Whole list on that one.
Stevie says Stevie has entered the chat.
Stevie, welcome. I'm glad you have entered the chat.
Didn't miss any Silver Surfer this time.
Nah, not yet.
Ooh.
Ooh. I haven't seen too much, or at least what I can remember for Silver Surfer in here. But, you know, I'll keep an eye out just in case. Going on C now to replace that Hulk is going to be TMNT issue 30. This is in very fine minus condition for $15. And you got this almost like Mad Max-esque like cover with Ralph and Casey racing against some almost like, it almost looks like an underground comics character from like the 70s or something, or one of those like big monster like characters that drive around in like the hot rod style cars with like their eyes bulging out and stuff like that.
Any color breaking spine ticks on the Vader on G?
Let me double check for you.
Stevie says his wallet's out of town.
Well, then make sure it buys itself a good flight home. Trying to see. Nope, that's part of the bag. Literally the only tiniest bit of possible color breaking is this little bit here on the top of the top staple. Can you...
Just a tad, it's not really focusing. Yeah, you can't really see on the camera.
Let me... I had to do this on Tuesday to reset the camera, so let me... Is that better? Can you see it now?
It's still, I mean, it looks better, but it's just really hard to see that.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally the tiniest dot of color break at the edge of that staple.
Pass me real quick, because he's going what the back looks like too.
I gotcha. So Daniel will checking the back on that for you.
Just remember that's supposed to be on G.
Yeah, that's supposed to be on G. Meanwhile, while we're taking a look at G, I'm going to replace I. I'm going to replace I with Marvel Superheroes number 12 featuring Captain Marvel. This is in good plus condition for $65. I will let you know there's some tears on the back cover, but this is going to have your first appearance and origin of Captain Marvel and your first appearance of Jan Rog, one of the Kree warlords. That is going to go on I. And once again, that one's got some tears on the back cover. If you want me to open it up so you can take a look at them, let us know in the chat. Anything on the back for that one?
So yeah, the back looks real good. Kind of just echoing what you were saying. It's
the tiniest spot on the edge of the staple.
It's not a tick as much as it's just kind of like an extension of the staple hole, just barely.
Like it is less than a millimeter off of the staple. Like it is real small, but that is, once again, we just want to be completely clear and completely transparent. That is literally the only bit of color break is that little speck. If it were any bigger, Horton would actually notice it and start talking to it. Probably the Batgirl or the werewolf, I think.
Yeah, A, B, or H.
I'm going to do H first. Replacing that book on H with Marvel Tales number 12. This is in very good minus condition for $15. Got a great Ditko cover with both Spidey and Gabi on the front. That's going on H, and that reprints Amazing Spider-Man 17, Strange Tales 110, Tales to Astonish 58, and Journey into Mystery 98. And then replacing this Werewolf by Night giant size on B is going to be giant size Spider-Man number 5, Spider-Man and the Man-Thing. Very good minus condition for $12. Spider-Man done going down to the swamp and met Man-Thing and fights against the lizard who taking control of all them alligators. But that's going on B. Very good minus condition for $12.
You got one of those fan boats?
Yeah. Go on down there and get yourself some nice boiled shrimp on down your hip. It's like bouncing around. It's like Alabama, and then it's like you hear at the end was almost like Maine, like what's his name from Pet Cemetery?
Oh man, yeah. Beware the road.
Beware the road.
What a great movie.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the sequel?
I have.
It is so the first one's great. The sequel is just madness.
Yeah.
Just absolute madness. And they let what's his name? Clayton Brown, or I think it's Clayton Brown, the guy whose voices Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob and stuff like that. He plays a sheriff who gets resurrected, and he just goes absolutely crazy. He just eats up scenery the entire movie.
Yeah,
it is so good.
It's been a long time since I've seen that one, but yeah. George says Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown,
also,
not Clayton.
Jed's the name of the guy.
Jed's the name of the
old man.
The old man. Okay.
Can you show a close up of? I'm assuming the man. He says man dudes. I'm assuming the Man-Thing on B.
Yeah. Give you a closer look of that. Even take off the sticky note for you. But yeah, you got giant-sized Spider-Man and the Man-Thing. Got little showcases, both of them. And then got both of them taking down some gators and snakes with Lizard cheering them on in the background. Well, not cheering the heroes, cheering on the other reptiles in the background.
Willie was about your accent or accents. Willie
Yeah.
was saying, I hear the theme from Deliverance. Yeah. We got some love for that. The actor who played Jed saying also portrayed Herman Munster.
Yeah!
He's a great actor.
Oh, yeah. Going on D now, we got Superboy, starring the Legion of Superheroes. This is going to be Superboy issue 198. This is in very fine minus condition for $25. And Superboy is apparently at his execution where he is his own executioner.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The axe is forcing him to be his own executioner. That is going to go on D here. Once again, that is in very fine minus condition for $25. It's got obviously a great cover done by Nick Cardy. Alright. I need some water. My talking versus liquid ratio is way off tonight. Probably the Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. Going on A now is going to be the A Avengers issue 150 in fine condition for $50. Or not 50, $15. Great George Perez and Ramita Sr. covered there with pretty much the whole crew during that time period. Once again, fine condition for $15 on A. And also, just so you know, I didn't put it up on the rack, but we also, for that New Mutants 87, we also have one of the second printing, which is the gold cover. We have one of those slabbed 9.4 at $40. So if you're interested in this versus the first printing, let us know in chat by just saying like cable gold or something like that to specify that you want this one instead of the first printing. Probably take down Vader at this point. And in its spot, we're going to do Fantastic Four issue 90. This is in fine condition for $25. Got a great cover there. Got Kirby doing that cover, Stan Lee doing the storyline, and Sano doing more art as well. But great cover there with Mr. Fantastic apparently being enslaved by an invisible scroll and using Reed Richards to attack the Thing with some sort of smoke.
That purple is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, no, that's a great cover. Probably, yeah. I was gonna say the Wonder Woman on E. Yeah, gonna replace that Wonder Woman #1 on E. Gonna replace that with an Amazing Spider-Man issue number 158. This is in very good plus condition for $12. Also, flashback to my, I think it was like my first week of doing shows, I put one of these up, but you have Spider-Man facing off against Dr. Octopus while Aunt May is being terrorized by the ghost of Hammerhead. That is going to go on E once again, $12 in very good plus condition.
Did you ever watch the remake they did for Pet Sematary a few years ago?
I did. I did not enjoy it.
Well, but I was gonna say you don't need to if you haven't.
It was just like it pretty much just the only thing I can think of that they really did differently was they did a little more like action focus. They changed up the ending.
Yeah.
And then
They switched the kid.
yeah, they switched the kid. And I'm trying to think. There's another big thing that they changed that I'm trying to remember.
Eyes in good plus condition. Yeah, it's been so long, and I just kind of it just washed over me. I really don't remember.
Just because like when my brain thinks of it, I still just think of the original first.
Yeah. I think I still have it. I snagged a really cool promotional poster they had for it, though, because it was all, like, the kids in their animal masks silhouetted. It was a really cool poster. I forgot they were making a remake of Salem's Lot.
Oh, yeah. I forgot, I forgot, someone was attached to it. Like, there's a fairly big name attached to either, like, writing or directing it. That I'm interested in, but I'll still kind of hold out, because, you know, Stephen King adaptations are pretty 50-50 most of the time.
Did you see, I think that, Mike Flanagan's supposed to be doing the guns, or the Dark Tower.
Oh, they're trying to do the Dark Tower again?
Yeah. But it's Mike Flanagan, though.
Okay, yeah, that's good, because I love Mike Flanagan stuff, but, yeah, Dark Tower is just one of those things where it's such a huge project that I don't even know if it can be properly, like, adapted to the screen. Like, it's just such high concept stuff in there. Because it's a series that's entire premise is to explain all of the high concept stuff that Stephen King wrote when he was high on pounds of cocaine in the 80s. And now it's him as an old man going and looking at his stuff that he did and going, how do I explain this? Oh, there's a dark tower and it's the source of all evil or something. We are gonna do on probably H at this point. Take down that Marvel Tales on H. and replace it with a Marvel Fanfare number 15. This is in very fine condition for $5. It's one of my favorite covers from the Marvel Fanfare. It's the one that's obviously focusing on the Thing, and of course it is done by Barry Windsor Smith. Absolutely gorgeous. It's just a nice, like, honestly, it's a nice book if you just want to, like, frame it on a wall. It looks like a nice picture that, like, you got signed when you visited him at a convention or something like that. But that is a great cover on H.
Willie, so that's a brilliant description of the Dark Tower series.
I haven't even finished it. I think I read, like, the first and second book, I want to say, from the Dark Tower series, and at that point I was like, all right, I gotta step back.
I haven't jumped onto that one yet. I love Stephen King's books most of the time, but I haven't tackled that one yet.
Yeah, I might go try and retackle it, but instead of reading the novels, I might go back and read the Marvel Comics series that follows it. Because I think that's a pretty close adaptation, if I remember correctly, from what I saw from people talking about online.
Probably
Yeah. Make sure I don't lose my stickies on that one, because it's got a good amount of stuff going on. Replacing that on I is going to be a Ghosts number 27 from DC Comics. This is in good to very good condition. $8. You got a lovely couple checking into the haunted hotel, run once again entirely by skeletons. My favorite horror cover trope, just a bunch of skeletons, and that is going on. Just skeletons doing menial tasks is my favorite. Just so you know, there is going to be a little staining along the spine on this one. That's why it's in the very good condition. But that's $8 on I.
He says, "What? Really? Wow! The ending made me mad as hell. So I really thought about it, and I came around to it. You really need to finish it."
All right, it's such an investment that I kind of had to back out. But it's one of those things. I'm gonna get around to it at some point.
Willie's picking up Ghost.
Sweet. Although I will probably, before I start going through the Dark Tower, I've been wanting to reread my favorite Stephen King novel, which is, I want to say it's called Through the Dragon's Eyes, which is like this elaborate, like, political, medieval fantasy thriller, which he wrote for his kids because his kids didn't like horror, so he's like, I'm going to write this instead. It's my favorite of Stephen King's books. It's a little out there. It's a little slow at times, but I think it's really, really good, personally. Going on I now to replace that Ghost is going to be Ghost Rider Rides Again. This is issue 1 and 2 from the 7-part series. This is in near mint condition for $6 on both of these issues, and they reprint Ghost Riders 68 through 71. It's going to have your origin of Ghost Rider and your origin for Johnny Blaze.
Aaron is picking up the Marvel Fanfare on H.
Sweet.
John Penta says he's been reading Stephen King's new novel, Fairy Tale. He said it's pretty good. You should try that.
I haven't read too much, obviously I read Dark Tower, which is fairly modern Stephen King stuff, but I haven't read anything that he's done, recently, so I might give it a check out.
Yeah, I was interested in it when I heard that was when that was coming out, so I probably will at some point. What's the grade on the New Mutants second print?
The second print is going to be a 9.4. Give you another quick look at that. So yeah, 9.4, $40. I got that back behind here just because, first print is the first print. It's a little substantial. Going on H now, we're going to be placing All-Star Squadron number 1 from DC Comics. Fine plus condition for $8. You got Hawkman, Midnight Man, I want to say was his name. And then, I think that's old school Atom Smasher there on the right-hand side, trying to figure out their new members for their All-Star Squadron. That is going to go on H.
Adam Smith said Eyes of the Dragon was the first Stephen King novel he ever read.
Eyes of the Dragon, yeah. Okay, so I added 2 words, but Yeah, no, it is like surprisingly good for once again a dude who mostly does like suspense thrillers / horror stuff. Him doing a straight out like political thriller fantasy thing is really really good and interesting.
James says Dr. Midnight, Hawkman, and the Atom.
Dr. Midnight. Okay, so not Midnight Man, Dr. Midnight.
Aaron's asking, where'd the comment go? Have you ever heard of a board game called, I think it's Black Tower or Dark Tower? I think I know what you're talking about. It has like the tower is like in the center, and it's got like a screen on, like it's automated in some capacity. I can't remember what it is though.
I think we're talking about Combs of Dunshire here.
Oh man, yes. I played it at a friend's house in college once. Yeah, he said yes. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You like build up forces to attack the tower or something.
Well, y'all talk about board games. I'm getting bored, so I'm going to put up a new book. This is Fantastic Four, 177, very fine minus condition for $10. Got a great Jack Kirby and Snow cover there. George Perez doing the interiors on this issue. Once again, just an absolutely phenomenal cover. Got the Fantastic Four facing off against, I believe that's supposed to be Sandman when he had his whole green like costume instead of just wearing the t-shirt and stuff. And I think also the Wizard there on the left-hand side. But that is going to go on D.
Would you do the All-Star Squadron on H for 5? Give it an 8.
Yes, I will do that for 5.
Willie says, if I can recommend a book, check out a book called Swan Song by Robert McCammon. Brilliant book.
Keep that in mind. I know one of the other ones I've been trying to read recently, because it's one of those things where, I hear so much about it. Obviously seen the movie and stuff, and I've never actually sat down and read the novel. I want to sit down and read American Psycho.
Oh, yeah.
Just because it's one of those books where it is very much a litmus test for people's personalities, and I'm curious where I come out at the other end of that book.
Yeah, I actually just got the Dune series for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
I need to actually read this.
We're gonna come back to doing live. We're gonna do live show in like 3 months. I'm gonna come out wearing an all-white poncho with an axe to the side, and you're just gonna be a weird orb of flesh with glowing blue eyes, and all the futures. We won't even have to do the show. You'll just be sitting there at the computer typing in
all the claims.
Yeah, what people would have claimed if we did the actual show, and then people just open a box and it's like, this is exactly what I wanted.
Deals and all.
Going on H now, we got Batman issue number 323. This is in fine condition for $30. This has the return of the Catwoman in her classic purple and green attire. And also you got like a shadow of a cat in the sky mimicking her pounce onto Batman. But that is going to go on H. I'm going to take down the New Mutants on F. I forgot about our rapid fire keys. So now we're really going to go rapid fire for like the next 10 minutes. So prepare yourselves. Daniel, are you prepared?
Getting prepared now.
Alrighty. Going on F now, we have the first, let me get the sticky note off. The first 6 issues of Monstrous, all in very fine to near mint condition. So this is going to be issue 1 through 6. Once again, issue 1 through 6 of Monstrous. Near mint, very fine to near mint condition for $120 for those first 6 issues. And this is, of course, going to have your first and second appearance of Micah, the main character of the Monstrous series.
Really solid fantasy book.
Oh yeah, absolutely phenomenal.
World building. Also, that cover art is the interior art.
Yeah, no, it is a gorgeous book, gorgeous storytelling, gorgeous art. It's one of those things where I wish, like I know that another Image series Die is getting an RPG, like a tabletop RPG in the next few months. I want Monstrous to get an RPG because it is such a beautiful world and characters and monsters and all sorts of stuff. I think it would make a really fun RPG universe.
B, C.
Yeah, B.
And then E, I think.
Taking down that giant size Spider-Man on B, and I'm going to replace it with a slab. This is Marvel Tales 235, 9.6 grade for $100. This has a PD backup story by Fred Hembeck and an amazing cover by Todd McFarlane with Spidey and the X-Men charging into battle. That is going to go up here on B. He's a B, C. On C to replace that TMNT, I'm going to be placing Super Team Family, number 12. This is going to be a team up between Green Lantern and Hawkman. And you also got, I mean, it doesn't say it on the top there, but you do have a little bonus appearance by the Atom down there being held in the hand of an alien creature. That is going to go on C, very fine condition, for $12.
Got some more love from Robert McCammon.
Sweet.
Another endorsement for Swan Song, and then Wolf's Hour. And then a recommendation for Brian Stableford. What is the X-Men on B?
The X-Men on B, that is actually Marvel Tales 235, featuring Spider-Man and the X-Men. That has a brilliant cover done by Todd McFarlane. Once again, graded 9.6, $100 on B. On E, since I got a good stack of them, I'm going to do some rapid fire on some Devil Dinosaur single issues. First off, on E, we're going to do Devil Dinosaur number 3, very fine condition for $10. You got Moon Boy and Devil Dinosaur taking on what appears to be a hybrid between a ape and a triceratops.
Sure.
Yeah, you know, the average dinosaur. That is going to go on E. Here for a few seconds, because once again we got a few single issues of Devil Dinosaur, and I still got that full series set coming up here. So if you want some single issues, definitely keep an eye out on E for the next couple minutes, and then if you want just the full series, one and done, get it over with on Devil Dinosaur, I'll be putting that up here in a couple minutes. No, I just replaced C, so...
What is... Oh, sorry, I can't even read. Yeah, Suresh is picking up the Green Lantern with Hawkman and stuff on C.
Sweet.
I couldn't tell what the actual name of the book was. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's Super Team Family. Replacing that on C is going to be Marvel Team Up issue 140. This one is going to be a team up between Spider-Man and Black Widow. Very fine plus condition for $8. Got to take the sticky note off to show this amazing cover with Black Widow just kind of flushed out in red from the little Spidey like face flashlight he keeps on his belt. But that is going to go on C. Very fine plus condition for $8.
Can you show B up close real quick, just because the glare is so bad on it?
Yeah, I'll show it up close real quick. Once again, that is Marvel Tales 235, 9.6 condition. Todd McFarlane cover, $100. Let me see if I can get it to kind of stand up correctly.
Yeah,
is that better?
That's a lot better, yeah. Because before the whole top was just white.
I had to keep it aimed because I didn't want it to fall over, so I'll just be careful around it going forward. I'm going to replace the Devil Dinosaur on E. That was number 3 that I had up there. And now I'm going to replace it. I know this is kind of a hassle for you. But this is the quickest and easiest way I can think of doing all of these. This is going to be Devil Dinosaur number 4 now. Very fine condition for $10. Going from facing against an ape to facing off against robots. That is going to go on E for $10 in very fine condition. replacing the Ghost Rider on I is going to be Fantastic Four issue 246 through 247. These issues are in very fine near mint condition. $15 for the 2-issue set, and this is going to be a 2-part John Byrne story where it is them taking on various Doom and Doom bots and eventually leading themselves to Latveria. That is going on I.
Doom and gloom, while things go boom. Another one's over your head, you're just ignoring me because it was bad.
I'll be honest, I didn't hear it clearly, so...
That's valid.
I'm going to take off that issue 4 on E. I know it's out of order, I just realized I had this up here. This is going to be Devil Dinosaur number 2 now going on E. Fine condition for $10. Got Devil Dinosaur leaping over Moon Boy to save him from a giant spider and save his tribe from some giant spiders.
What issues are on I?
On I, those are going to be issues 246 and 247 of Fantastic Four. Once again, that is a 2-part John Byrne story in there, focusing on Dr. Doom and Latveria. Probably this Fantastic Four on G. We're replacing that down there with... We're really doing a lot of this last second. I didn't mean to put all this together. This is going to be Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur number 2. Very fine plus condition for $8. And you got Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur dealing with some of the members of like Moon Boy's tribe from the original Devil Dinosaur series that is going on G.
Oh, that's really cool.
I'm replacing that Devil Dinosaur number 2 on E with a Devil Dinosaur number 7 going on there. Fine condition for $8. Devil Dinosaur now taking on a dome. He's taking on the film Biodome starring Pauly Shore. He hates that movie. He's gonna riot against it, and he's gonna pick it outside the movie theater.
Have you ever seen the videos of Kevin Smith picketing in front of Dogma's, like the theater for Playing Dogma?
Yeah.
I love that so much.
I also love the story of how like he was supposed to write Superman Lives, I think was the title or something like that. And when he met with the producer was like, the couple things I want. I don't want the suit, I don't want him to fly, and I want him to fight a giant spider.
Yes.
And of course that fell through. Kevin Smith apparently went to go see Wild Wild West, another bad movie decision to go spend money to go see. But he sees Wild Wild West, also produced by the same guy, and sees that it ends with a giant spider. And apparently also everyone at the studio knew that producer as the giant spider guy.
Yeah, I take it you've seen The Death of Superman Lives?
Yes, I love it.
Good.
It's such a good documentary. Replacing that Devil Dinosaur number 7 on E with a Devil Dinosaur number 8. Very fine condition for $10. Devil Dinosaur this time facing off against Ropes. That's kind of the most mundane villain of all the covers so far, but hey, what are you going to do? Sometimes you just gotta... Not all of them could be big, dire situations with big monsters. Sometimes you just gotta get tangled up in some ropes.
Yeah, I mean, well, the doctor's fought a chair before. It can happen.
It can happen. Kind of pulling the same thing here on G now, taking down Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur number 2, replacing it with Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur number 3. Very fine near mint condition for $8. And last one of the original Devil Dinosaur series before we get to the full set. This is going to be the last individual issue. This is issue 9 of Devil Dinosaur. Fine condition for $12. Keep going rapid. Down here, Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur number 5 variant edition. This is the Woman of Power variant. Near mint condition for $20 going on G now. I know this isn't from the Kirby series, but I'm going to put it on here real quick before I put on that full set. This is Devil Dinosaur number 1 from 1997, which near mint condition for $5, which drew a little. Devil Dinosaur in this one's a little on the cartoony side in the stylization.
Yeah.
He almost looks like a Disney character, which I guess fits now because he is a Disney character. And last but certainly not least on G now, I'm going to be placing, this is going to be our last new book for the night, then we're going to get to last looks here in a minute. This is going to be that full set of Devil Dinosaur. This is going to be all 9 issues. Yeah, all 9 issues. Wait. Yes, sorry. Just had to double check. All 9 issues, fine, to very fine condition, to just straight up very fine. This whole set is going to be $100. Once again, the major first appearances for this is going to be Devil Dinosaur and Moon Boy, so the title characters. But, I mean, it's a classic Jack Kirby series. All 9 issues there for $100.
How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling good. Should I run through those Devil Dinosaurs again in last looks, or should I just leave them out this time, since we just kind of did a rapid fire last looks with them anyway?
I'd say don't worry about it unless the set sells.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll send them over here for now. While we give everyone a second to put in any last second offers or bids before we get to last looks, I'll tell you what last looks is all about. For any first time viewers, last looks is when at the end of the show, we take time to rapid fire go through every single book that did not sell earlier in the night, give you one last chance to either claim it or put in an offer for it. Both keys and all the other stuff in between we put up is going to go right back up here. Once again, rapid fire. So if I pull something down real quick and you still want to put an offer in, feel free. We can pick it back out of the box for you. It's no problem at all. But yeah.
Would you do H for 20 or at 30?
I will do that for 20.
That's going to John Penta.
Sweet. Alrighty. I'm going to start pulling some stuff. Pull that. Pull that from the bottom. I'm going to put on E, we're going to put back up that Star Wars Darth Vader number 3 variant edition. Near mint condition, $200, 1 in 25 ratio by Giuseppe Camanguli. Going on E. On H, I'm going to be putting, really quickly, because I don't want to hurt Daniel's brain and make him more confused, this is going to be Devil Dinosaur number 1. So just the number 1. That copy right there is in fine plus condition for $40 on H. And then on I got New Mutants 87, first appearance at Cable, Strife, and the Mutant Liberation Front 7.0 at $80 CGC slabbed. On I, start taking down this stuff on the top row, including this slab for Marvel Tales 235. Once again, if you want to put an offer in, even after it's taken down, let us know in the chat. books down here. And let's get started for realsies. Box around. Okay, now for realsies. On A, this is going to be Deathstroke number 55. Very fine and near mint condition for $8 going on A. On B, I got Spider-Man Friends and Enemies number 3. Near mint condition for $5. On C, I got Batman Detective Comics number 625, very fine and near mint condition for $5. I didn't take down these books. I am a fool.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm foolish.
Don't you feel foolish?
Going on D now, I got The Mighty Thor issue 425, very fine condition for $8. Once again, going on D. Replacing Deathstroke on A is going to be that Adam Strange Future Quest number 1, $5 near mint condition. We did sell one or two copies earlier in the show at that price, so I sadly can't go any lower and make any offers on that. But that is on A.
It's still just a fun issue.
Oh yeah, no, it's still great.
We don't find too many of those Future Quest books.
Yeah, not anymore. Going on B now, I got Venom Dark Origins number 1, near mint condition for $10. Replacing that Detective Comics on C is going to be Scarlet Witch number 1, very fine near mint condition for $10. Placing Thor on D is going to be Action Comics 608, very fine near mint condition for $8. Placing Adam Strange on A is going to be Iron Man 249 and 250. Both issues are in very fine condition. You got a 2-part Michelin story for $20, very fine condition going on A. Placing that Venom on B is going to be Daredevil 266 in very fine condition for $8. Replacing Scarlet Witch on C is going to be Marvel Presents issue 9 featuring Guardians of the Galaxy, very fine plus condition for $15.
Do D for 5, give it an 8 for Suresh.
I will do that at 5. Replacing that action on D is going to be Avengers issue number 30. This is in very good minus condition for $25.
Can you show off the Iron Man covers?
Yes. I'm going to say once again, the sticky note is not sticking to the book, it's sticking to the outside of a bag and board. But there is 249 and there is issue 250.
You can tilt it just a tad more. Yeah, that's better. You got it at like a perfect angle for just glare.
Gotcha.
Would you do a D Avengers for 15? Give it a 25 for Willie.
I can do it for 18. Replacing those Iron Mans on A is going to be X-23 Target X number 4, very fine and near mint condition for $15 on A.
18 works for D, going to Willie.
Sweet. Replacing Daredevil on B is going to be Guardians Team Up number 1. This is the Scotty Young variant, near mint condition for $15. Replacing that Marvel Presents on C is going to be Ghosts number 26, This is in fine to very fine condition for $15. Got a great Nick Cardy cover. Once again, my favorite. Skeletons doing menial tasks. This one, I guess not as menial. He's covering up a dead body he was just the doctor for. I mean, I guess it's menial depending on who you are. But if you consider that a menial task, turn yourself in, I think is the right thing to say here. Going on D, we got Magic #1 from the Louis Simonson series. Near mint condition, $25. Placing X23 on A is going to be Flash number 161. Very good minus condition for $12. Got the Flash taking on Mirror Master. They're back. I mean, I would say better than ever, but they're the exact same as they were earlier. This is going to be the Batman Forever limited edition collector set movie adaptation, including the hit CD single by U2, plus free trading card and sky caps. 11. So much there. But it is sealed, $20. All sorts of goodies for Batman Forever, including the official movie adaptation. Replacing Ghosts on C is gonna be Booster Gold 1 billion. Very fine and near mint condition for $5 on C.
George wants to know if you would do Darth Vader on E for 120 over at 200.
I could probably do 160. Going on D now, I got All New The Phantom number 72 from Charleston Comic Group. Very good minus condition for $5. I know the sticky note's a little bent, but trust me, it says $5. Going on A now to replace the Flash is going to be Amazing Spider-Man 266 near mint minus condition for $12.
Did you do the New Mutants 7.0 on I for 50? You have it at 80, sorry.
I could do it for 65. Replacing the Batman Forever movie adaptation is gonna be Teen Titans number 6, good plus condition for $25. This is gonna be your first meeting between the Teen Titans and Beast Boy.
They didn't buy it because they all have it already. Still probably bagged and sealed with that CD.
Yeah.
I get it.
They don't want to break open that CD, but hey, now you can get a second copy so you can break open that CD and listen to those sweet, sweet U2 tunes. Going on C now, I have Afterlife with Archie, number 1, near mint condition for $15. Replacing the Phantom on D is going to be that WWE Superstars written by Mick Foley, starring the immortal Hulk Hogan. Very fine plus condition for $35. Once again, this is WWE Superstars number 9. Replacing the Amazing Spider-Man on A is going to be that Lady Deadpool one-shot, near mint condition, $25 on A. B is going to be Action Comics number 297, very good condition for $18. Replacing that Afterlife of Archie on C is X-Men Alpha Flight, X-Men Annual number 9, and New Mutants Special Edition number 1, aka the entirety of the Asgardian Wars storyline. Near mint condition, full set, $25 on C.
Brock's picking up Lady Deadpool on A.
Alrighty. Placing the WWE Superstars on B. It's going to be Green Lantern Corps number 1, very fine, Green Lantern Corps, Tales of the Green Lantern Corps number 1, very fine plus condition, $12 on D. On A, we got Amazing Spider-Man 228, very fine condition for $8. Spider-Man has to solve the mystery of murder of spiders. Replacing action on B is going to be the Incredible Hulk 132 in good to very good condition for $8. Replacing that Asgardian War set on C is going to be the Image United Gold Collector's Edition variants, $60 on C.
Would you do the Green Lantern Corps on D for 10?
Yes.
Or 12?
I will absolutely do that at 10. Replacing that is going to be Green Lantern 192, very fine plus condition for $15. Once again, that is going to have your origin for Star Sapphire.
I love how big the eye holes in her mask are.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she needs room for those lashes, I guess. Going on A now, I have Saga of Swamp Thing, number 26. Fine condition for $10. Placing that Incredible Hulk on B is going to be Daredevil 290, fine to very fine condition for $8. Placing Image United on C is going to be Daredevil Special number 3, fine condition for $25. Once again, this is reprinting Daredevil 16 and 17. Placing Green Lantern on D is going to be Avenging Spider-Man 14, near mint condition for $8. Great Del Auto cover there, featuring Devil Dinosaur.
Just as a reminder, too, we countered 160 for George on Dark Vader on E, and 65 for the New Mutants on I for John Benta.
Yeah. What did I do? Replacing Swamp Thing on A is going to be the Amazing Spider-Man 195. Very good condition for $15. Going to have your second appearance in Origin for Black Cat. Going on B, replacing Daredevil is going to be that Super Friends number 1. Very good to fine condition for $35. Once again, it's going to have your first appearance in comics for Wendy, Marvin, and Wonder Dog. On C, we got the Incredible Hulk 393 near mint minus condition for $4. On D, we have TMNT Adventures number 3, very good to fine condition, also for $4. On A now, we got the Batgirl Special. Very fine minus condition for $8. This is a Mike Mignola cover as well.
Would you do the Hulk on C for 2? You at 4 for David Jones.
I will do that for 2. On C now, I got giant size werewolf. Actually, no, I need to replace Super Friends first. I'm going to keep my rotation going. Giant size Werewolf by Night, number 5. This is a very good minus condition for $5. On B.
The Super Friends that you took down.
Yes.
Would you do it for 21?
I can do it for 26.
Alright, Bernie, listen, 26 works for you?
While we wait for that, on C, I'm replacing Walt Disney's Uncle Scrooge. Fine to very fine condition for $15. I definitely should have rewritten the issue number, but I think it was like 32 or something like that.
Sounds about right.
On D, I'm going to be placing Saga of Swamp Thing issue 28. Fine plus condition for $12. Glorious Steve Bissett cover. Placing Batgirl on A. We got Wonder Woman number 1 from the Potter Perez run. Very fine plus condition for $25. Placing that giant size werewolf on B is going to be Marvel Tales issue 12. Very good minus condition for $15. Got a whole list of reprints in here. This is reprinting Amazing Spider-Man 17, Strange Tales 110, Tales to Astonish 58, and Journey into Mystery 98.
Would you do that Batgirl you had on A for 5? You added a number?
I added an 8, and I will absolutely do it for 5.
John Penta's countering your 65 at 60 for the New Mutant slab on I.
How about 62? Where did I just leave off? Oh God. No, I just listed those off, so I can go over here. That. Going on C now, I got Marvel Superheroes featuring Captain Marvel. This is in good plus condition for $65. This is going to be your first appearance in Origin Captain Marvel and your first appearance of Jan Rog on C for Captain Marvel. Placing Swampy on D is going to be Superboy featuring the Legion of Superheroes number 198. Very fine minus condition for $25. This is, of course, the one where Superboy is being forced to be his own executioner on D.
62 works for I.
Sweet.
And 26 works for that Super Friends.
Sweet. And then, while I get that going on, quickly I'm going to replace that first printing for that New Mutants with the second printing on I. And there's those two and the bag.
Sweet.
I just put
Would
that.
you do A that's in your hand for 15, give it a 25?
I can do that for 18. I know I keep going back up to 18, but this is a great book. Once again, first issue for the Potter Perez run. Got your pretty much a lot of your like backstory and origin stuff for post Crisis on Infinite Earths Wonder Woman. So I'm gonna go up just a tad above your offer. But going on A now, I have Giant Size Spider-Man and Swamp Thing issue 5. Very good minus condition for $12 on A. On B, I'm going to be placing TMNT issue 30. Very fine minus condition for $15. Placing our first appearance Captain Marvel with the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 158. Very good plus condition for $12 on C.
Correct, yeah, we said 18 for that Wonder Woman.
Yep. On D now, I'm going to be placing that Ghost Rider Rides Again. This is going to be issue 1 and 2 of the 7-part series, and this is going to be reprinting issues 68 through 71 of the original Ghost, or not the original, but, you know, the first Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider series for $6 on D.
Alright, 18 works for
Wonder Woman.
Would you do 7 for that ASM Man thing?
What is that, 12? Yeah, I'll do it for 7.
And then would you do the Swamp Thing for 12 for Brock?
Where is the Swamp Thing?
I think you just took it down. Saga the Swamp Thing.
I just want to clarify, just so I can make sure I'm getting you the right issue. We're talking about this one right here, right? The one with the swampy bones.
Oh, actually, I misread his comment. Can I do both of them for 12 together?
Okay, let me go back. Just want to check the price on both of them real quick. My bad. I have to go. Yeah. Oh, there it is. So both of them are 12. I can do both of them together for 14. Just give me a couple extra bucks on that one.
No, I made it until last looks before I forgot how to read. So
That's good.
probably a record.
That's good.
14's good.
Cool beans. And then this is actually our last book for last looks. Going on A is going to be Fantastic Four number 90, fine condition for $25. Going on A, and that ends at least the rapid fire nature of last looks. Of course, if you want to put any offers or anything, I'll give you a couple seconds here to do so. Well, I get my little box organized down here.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around. There's like 16 of you, I think, that are.
Yeah.
Would you do 65 for the Marvel Tales, the McFarlane slab?
I could do that for 70. So up 5 more bucks and it's all yours. Do we have any other open offers still? Other than that one for the McFarlane cover?
70 works for that, and then...
Cool beans.
Aaron says, thanks, Zachary and Daniel, in all caps.
Yeah, thank you, Aaron.
Yeah,
it's always fun. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, have a good night, John.
Alrighty, well, since it seems like a good amount of people are already heading out, I'm going to go ahead and say our farewells here. Thank y'all for watching once again. Love y'all. Love doing the show. Can't wait to see you next Tuesday for the Valentine's Day special show. We don't have to do a special date for this one. We can just do our normal time slot. Yeah. It's so great. But yeah, thank y'all again for watching the Thursday show. Love y'all. Glad we could get you some good books. See you next issue, alright?
Yeah, so that preview post should be dropping shortly. Let's see. Would you do the Fantastic Four 246, 247, 47? I think you must have. I think it's that John Burns that you put down, maybe.
Find it.
But yeah, so we've got that. We've got the kind of the Ant-Man Quantumania special on Thursday. That preview post will be dropping tomorrow. Early.
Two special shows back to back next week. So it's I'm glad these are the 2 weeks that have been bestowed upon me.
Trial by fire. The Carrie, if you're local, Carrie's got that the pop party.
Yeah,
on
pop
the
party on the
17th, next Friday. I don't know why as soon as I started talking I couldn't make words anymore.
He said the 246, 247, right?
Correct.
What did he offer again?
7.
I can do 10 on it.
Alright, Stevie, let us know if 10 works. I guess we could try and banter for a few more seconds, see if you're
Yeah, give you a couple more seconds. I mean, I already said all my thank you and goodbye stuff, man.
Yeah, I cheated you out of your own outro.
Yeah, I did it too early, huh?
I plugged too much.
It's fine. It's fine. I get to say it again now, though.
That's right.
That's my own rule. But yeah, no, thank y'all. It's been a great show. I know we had that comment earlier that says it's the best show ever. It definitely feels the most comfortable show that I've been on. You know, I'm barely sweating up here, obviously coughing and stuff a bit, but not sick, just talking too much and not drinking enough water to balance out the dehydration. But once again, now that we've finished that little offer, I'm going to say thank y'all again for watching. Love y'all. See you next issue. See you on Tuesday for Happy Valentine's Day.
Have a good night.